It's that time. Florida, Georgia. I'm saying Florida first. Everyone wants to say Georgia gets called first because they're the defending national champions. They beat Florida last year. Nah. Florida goes first. Florida versus Georgia. Can't wait. Kickoff is at 3:45 Eastern time. So we have roughly about 9 minutes left until kickoff. And ladies and gentlemen, and I am super excited. I am pumped about this game. I think it's going to be a really good game. Actually, kickoff is 9 minutes and 23 seconds. Oh, man. Look at it. It's going to be split down the middle. You got red shirts on one, blue shirts on the other side. You're going to hear a very ferocious crowd. Big rivalry game. Let's go. We got UGA fans in here. We got Florida fans. And we also have some other haters, some Florida Gator haters that will chime in here and there. But we all anticipate this one every year. Georgia fans, they are the defending and they're back-to-back national champions. 24 straight wins for the Georgia Bulldogs. Can the Florida Gators knock them off today? We will find out here shortly. It's going to be a battle, as we see Florida Gator last name on the back of his jersey battle. And I think it's going to be a battle today. You're going to see some hard hits. You're going to see some pushing and shoving. You're going to see some guys just hate one another, especially on the field. For 60 minutes, these guys are going to go back and forth. They're going to talk junk. It's going to be physical. You're going to see the level of intensity rise in this game. Rivalry games, you throw everything out the window. Rivalry games are fun to see. They're fun to watch. And these players are nervous. And I'm telling you, once they get out there, you're going to see a battle on our hands for 60 minutes. Can't wait. We're going to see what Georgia looks like without their top offensive weapon, without Brock Bowers. What is Florida going to look like coming off a bye week? Georgia's coming off a bye week. We're going to see what these teams have in store. They've had a week or 2 weeks to prepare. We're going to find out what we get, and we're going to find out here shortly. The band, the marching band, still on the field. Florida Gator blue in attendance. Georgia Bulldog red in attendance. I can't wait. Let's go. Woo! Had to do a nice little intro there. Y'all know me. I'm going to call the game the way it is. Big plays probably going to be on both sides, I imagine. And we're going to have fun. It's going to be a fun day. I hope it's even going to be more fun for me. Let's see. I would like it to be a really, really fun day for me. But, man. Football, man. 5-2 Florida Gators facing off the 7-0 unbeaten, undisputed Georgia Bulldogs. But every dog has his day. Is that going to be Georgia's day? We're going to find out. Woo! Let's go. In conference standings, Georgia, of course, leads 4-0 in the conference, 7-0 overall. Florida 3-1 in conference, 5-2 overall. Missouri in second place. Surprising, Mizzou, 16th ranked Tigers, 3-1 in conference and 7-1 overall. Missouri is a team to watch out for. The more I see them, the more they are a circle on the schedule for the Florida Gators. They play them at the end of the year. So, about to get this game underway. Oh, man. Let's go. All right. If you're a Florida Gator fan, I want to see Go Gators in the chat. If you're a Georgia Bulldog fan, stay quiet. Don't want to hear nothing from you. But we're going to see who gets the ball first. I think you're going to see a heavy run game on both sides of the ball. Edwards for Georgia, really good-looking running back. And Georgia has a really good offensive line. I think they're going to lean on the run game a little bit. Play action, I think they're going to be a carbon copy of what you're going to see both these offenses. They're both wanting to run the ball and use play action, and both get it to their tight end still. I think Georgia's still going to go after and use Oscar Delp, who's the backup for Brock Bowers. I think you're going to still see them use their tight end. So it's going to be interesting. I'm really excited to see, and they're Right on cue, Oscar Delp, 13 catches on the season, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dejon Edwards, 460 rushing yards, 6 rushing touchdowns on the season. Ladd McConkey only played 3 games, 9 catches for a $1.07 on the season, but get used to seeing and hearing his name today. I think Georgia is going to rely on the experience in a game like this. In rivalry games, you go to what you know and what you lean on, and Georgia likes to lean on the experience and the leadership. And look out for Ladd McConkey. Listen, he's kind of like that Pearsall. You got to watch him where he's at. Little sneaky, little tricky receiver for Georgia. He's one to keep an eye on throughout the game. Oh, man, I'm excited. Let's go. Let's go. Quarterback comparisons, really, a carbon copy is this. Graham Mertz and Carson Beck. Mertz, number 1 in the SEC in completion percentage. He's 3rd in the nation. Carson Beck right behind him in the SEC standings. He's 2nd in the SEC in completion percentage. So Carson Beck has more yards per game. They both have 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. So we're going to see a quarterback battle as well, hopefully, in this game. Now we're going to see what Georgia team we're going to get. Are we going to see the Georgia of Kentucky? Are we going to see the Georgia of Auburn or South Carolina? So Georgia really hasn't been tested very well this year. They haven't had a big game. This might be one of their toughest opponents of the year. So this is it's going to be fun, man. Man, I'm excited. Field looks horrible. Looks like horses trampled on it. Jesus. What's going on in Jacksonville? And yeah, it looks like it's bad. Shamar James, that's not good. He came up. Gonna need Shamar James today. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's okay in warm-ups. But my goodness. Let's hope the Florida that shows up is the Florida from Tennessee. I hope it's not Kentucky. Florida's leading tackler is out. He twists his ankle on the turf. It didn't say he was out. Is he out? It looked bad in warm-ups. If Shamar James is out, that's a huge loss. That is a huge loss if he is. I'm going to have to look that up. God, why you got to do this? Let me look. He looked good in warm-ups. Shamar did. Let's see. Florida Gators inactive. Gosh dang it, that would suck. That would suck. You don't want to see the side of my head, but I'm looking. Let's see. I don't see anything yet. Safety, Kamari Wilson. Oh, that was last year. I don't see anything. Let me see. He looked good after he twisted his ankle. Getting hurt as well. Not what I wanted to hear about Shamar James. Hurt in pre-games warm-ups on the crappy turf. I'm seeing a lot of people now coming in the last minute. He's back out in uniform ahead of kickoff. Our OT and Shamar James got hurt during warm-ups because the field sucks. You got to be kidding. So Twitter's going crazy about the turf. I mean, it looks like horses just trampled on it. It looks horrible. I don't see that he's out, but he definitely tweaked it in pregame. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully both James and Bowers get better soon. Never want to see any player from any team get injured. But, yeah, it could be where James is not feeling it right now. But, man, you twist your ankle, you're going to feel it at some point. It may be numb for a little bit, but I don't know. We'll see. Georgia leads the series between Florida and Georgia, 55-44 and 2 ties. Brock Bowers on the sideline. We're about to get this underway. Florida Gator cheerleaders. Kirby Smart. Let's see what game plan he has. He spoke highly of Eugene Wilson. I'm looking for him to maybe take away Eugene Wilson, and I'm expecting a big day from Ricky Pearsall. You go to your experience in games like this. And it looks like Florida will get the ball to start this game. There's the kick. Short kick. Fielded by ETN. He bounces off a couple of defenders, and he's brought down at around the 35-yard line. Great starting field position for the Gators. Crazy. It was a short kick. Caught it about the 10 with a 25-yard return. So now trots out the Florida Gator offense led by quarterback Graham Mertz. A 5-2 record this season, completing in the past 2 games 71%, 677 yards, 6 touchdowns, no interceptions. That is the biggest stat for me. No turnovers. I'll be back at halftime. Matthew. All right, buddy. Ball at the 34, Graham Mertz, shotgun formation. Eugene Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looks like he's going to start off, and they're going deep over the middle. Wide open. It's that man, Eugene Wilson, already in Georgia territory at the 40. Over the middle. Wow. Florida coming out with a quick strike on the first play. Eugene Wilson is a bad man. Kirby Smart talked about him in his pregame and was talking about how they're wanting to take him away. First play, they did not do a good job of that. Shotgun formation, there's Mertz. And they hand it off to Montrell Johnson. And he is hit hard on the right side, gain of about 3. So Florida going with some tempo. Wanting to start out really well. Wanting a touchdown. They're not settling for field goals. They're wanting touchdowns in this game. Man, that was awesome to see Eugene Wilson first play. All right, pistol set, 2nd and 7 for the Gators. Ball at the 36-yard line. Hayden Hansen in motion. Play action. Mertz backing up. Going to toss it out to Johnson. But no, he's not tackled. But he's finally brought down. It was a running back screen. Could have been a bigger loss. Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Georgia snuffed that one out pretty easily. They saw that one coming a mile away. And a loss on the play. Would like to see more Trevor Etienne on running back screens, but here we go. A big 3rd down already. 3rd down and 9. Is it outside of field goal range? We know Florida's got a really good kicker. On the season, 32% 3rd down completions. And here we go. Mertz, play action. Going to toss it out to Eugene Wilson. Stretches over. And I think he's got enough for the 1st down. Kirby Smart talked about take it away, Eugene Wilson, but not smart on his on his take because they're not stopping Eugene Wilson so far on this first drive. So ball at the 29-yard line, shotgun formation. Pearsall in motion. Actually, they're bunching up the line. Looks like they're running a check, pistol set. 2x2 receivers. Eugene Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Montrell Johnson lowers his shoulder and a gain of 3 on the play right up the middle. And Florida moving the ball very successfully on the first drive. See if Georgia can make some corrections, but as of right now, Florida's getting the best of this Georgia Bulldog defense. 2nd down and 7 for the Gators. Pistol set. ETN now in the game in the backfield with Mertz. Man in motion. Empty set. 5 wide receivers for the Gators. There's the snap. Mertz looking to give it to his man. That's going to be Eugene Wilson trying to make some defenders miss, but he's brought down at the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a big 3rd down and 7 for the Gators. They tried to run a wide receiver screen. Just not a lot of running room. A lot of bodies in the way, not enough room for Eugene Wilson to make much happen. So 3rd down and 6. 3 minutes and 20 seconds on this first drive for the Gators. Let's see if the Bulldogs come with some pressure. Man in motion for the Gators. That's going to be Khalil Jackson. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Going to toss it to his man. Eugene Wilson cuts him to the middle. Touchdown Gators. Wow. Hey, you want to take them out the game? Hey, smart. Not smart of you. Touchdown. Gators strike first. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. They want to take Eugene Wilson. They said, we got to watch out for him. How about you just watch him go by and watch him put up 6 on your defense? True freshman Eugene Wilson out here just gashing, torching this Georgia Bulldog defense. 3 catches for Eugene Wilson on that drive alone. Georgia could not cover Eugene Wilson. 25-yard touchdown reception to start the game. Only 3 minutes and 41 seconds. The first drive, Florida Gators just run down the Georgia Bulldogs' throat. Let's see, I believe the knees were up, arm stretched. That's touchdown all day. Touchdown all day long. Money Mertz Blake, I told you, I don't know about that. I think Eugene Wilson's just special, man. Still a long game too. I like the start. I just like getting into Eugene Wilson, however. I don't mind running him with a wide receiver screen because he's the type of guy that can take a screen to the house. Yeah, that's 100% touchdown. I'm about to say that's confirmed. That ain't Georgia couldn't do nothing on that first drive. Florida made that look easy. And Eugene Wilson, I think he's going to be a problem for the Georgia Bulldog defense because they had no clue, no idea how to stop him. And we'll see if they try to even figure it out. But the point attempt by Smack is up and good. Florida Gators lead 7-0 with 11:19 left in the first quarter. Eugene Wilson, my God. He's just quick, man. You can't stop him. You can't. I mean, even when you try to tackle him, he's hard to bring down. And remember, just a true freshman. Wow. Let's go. Now the Florida Gator defense has to step up. The offense has stepped up today. Already first drive. Now can you get after Carson Beck? Can you get after him? Rattle him early. And Georgia Bulldogs could be in for a long Saturday afternoon. Looking good, Blake, by Patrick O'Neal. Hey, first drive. I mean, of course, you don't win a game on the first drive. We'll see how it goes. But I'll take it. Let's see. 1/4 of all Florida's wins against Georgia came while Spurrier was coach. No James. So I guess Shamar James is out. Dang it. That sucks. That's going to hurt the Florida Gator defense if Shamar James is a no-go. Wouldn't ETN be a better choice for running back screens? 100%. Crazy Anime Gamer. 100%. You know, he's that back. He's that third down back. You know, he's that back that can take it. You know, Montrell Johnson, no offense to him, he's just not a really good yards after catch running back or make a man miss, you know, in close quarters. So, but nonetheless, Florida puts up a great drive to start the game. Great play calls, in my opinion. I really liked all the play calls. A couple of them, maybe it just wasn't a lot of room for some run room. Of course, you know, the run game, but you got to stick with the run game. But the passes were efficient. They were there where they needed to be, and you give it to your playmakers in space. This is what Mertz is good at, getting his guys. Listen, they're short. They may be short throws, but he gets it to his guys. And if you give it to Eugene Wilson, my goodness, it looks like he could torch this Georgia Bulldog defense all day long. So we'll see if the Georgia Bulldogs can respond. Trey Smack going to do the kicking duties for the Gators. I think the biggest thing what gave Florida confidence was that short kickoff by Georgia. I feel like that really started it. All right, here we go. And there's the kick, end over end. And it's going in the back of the end zone. Georgia will have it 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. And trots out Carson Beck. This season, top 10 in the nation in completion percentage. And we will see what Carson Beck can do against a very motivated Florida Gator defense. Can that front for Florida get after Carson Beck? And it looks like Shamar James is in the game. So I guess the ankle healed up. And there's the snap. Gives it to Edwards. Spins his way for a gain of 4 through the teeth of the Florida Gator defense. So we're going to see what this Georgia team looks like in the passing game without Brock Bowers. Starting at tight end in for Brock Bowers is Oscar Delp. That's the guy I said, watch for his name throughout the game. He almost looks like Brock Bowers. And shotgun formation for the Bulldogs, 2nd and 6. Carson Beck looking to throw. He's got some time. Throws it, and he's got his man down for a good about 15-yard gain to Lovett. That's another top target for the Georgia Bulldogs. Down at about the 45-yard line. And Georgia with some tempo. Shotgun formation. Oh, that might have been a catch. I don't know. It's going to be close, but no challenge. There's the run up the middle by number 86, Bell. You don't really see that a whole lot of running back with number 86, but it could have been a lot more yardage on that play. A big 8 yards on 1st down, and Georgia going right back to the line. Beck tosses out to his man, 1st down, and he is brought down now in Florida Gator territory at the 43. Whoa. So now Georgia's offense, they're coming with some tempo. They're moving the ball. Can this Florida defensive line get back there? Nobody is getting any pressure on Beck to start the game. All right, line shifts for the Bulldogs. 2 running back set for the Bulldogs, and they move one out to the wide receiver. Nope, they pass it out to Dejon Edwards, trying to look for some blocks, eludes some defenders, and gets brought down for a gain of 3. Could have been a loss, but they could not bring him down. Dejon Edwards is a really good running back. He is hard to bring down with just arm tackles, and he tends to make your first defender miss. Kind of like Trevor Etienne. In a sense, Edwards is a good-looking running back for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 8 for Georgia. Man in motion. There's the snap. Beck going to keep it. No! Toss it! Down! Oh, one-handed catch! Little high, but there's the man. I said in my pregame. I said Oscar Delp is somebody to look out for. And already one-handed grab. Really... Beck made that a little harder than what it needed to be. But shotgun formation, 1st down just outside the red zone. Beck looking. Time. He's got it for days. Gets it to his man. That's going to be Ladd McConkey. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Now they're moving the ball with ease right now. Beck has all the time. He has time to make him some pancakes. Eat them. Put syrup on it. No rush for the Florida Gator defensive line right now. It looks like we have an offensive battle on our hands in this game. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line for the Georgia Bulldogs. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Beck hands it off to Edwards, and he goes nowhere at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Princely U. 2nd and goal for the Bulldogs. What's up, Colin LaRoche? Okay, I see you. Dolphins 247 with Colin. I appreciate it, buddy. Hey, I don't blame you. Scored and Pearsall didn't touch the ball. That's a good thing. It is William on that last drive. But we got second and goal. Can the Florida Gator defense, is it a bend, don't break? Can they just stop them for 3? Shotgun formation, McConkey in motion. Hand it off to the first man out of the backfield. But only a gain of 2 for Milton. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and goal at the 4. So look for your tight ends. This is where Georgia loves to use the tight ends. Wouldn't be surprised if they bring in an extra one. Oscar Delp right here, number 4, last man at the line of scrimmage, down at the bottom. Trips up to the top for the Bulldogs. Man in motion. There's the snap. Back looking, steps up. It fires it over the head of his intended target. And it's going to be incomplete. 4th and goal, and looks like the field goal unit will trot out for the Bulldogs. So Florida let Georgia kind of go down the field really methodically, but the red zone defense and the goal line defense for the Gators stops them for a field goal attempt. Peyton Woodring in for the 22-yard attempt for the Bulldogs. And there's the snap. There's the kick end over end, and it is right down the middle. Chip shot field goal for the Bulldogs. You know what? That's a win for this Florida Gator team and this defense. Georgia was looking good on that last drive, only giving up 3. I will take that as a Gator fan all day long. So the score remains, or is, Florida 7, Georgia 3 with 6:16 left in the first quarter. Let's go. Here we go. We got ourselves a ball game. It's Dr. Pepper. Dang it. I spilled it on me. Gosh dog it. I'm just so excited, man. Actually, I'm not trying to get too excited. I'm like, all right, Florida's got a lead. Let's go. First quarter, let's keep it going. Giving up 3 is a win. Huge win for the Florida Gators. I like everything what's going on so far. Let's just keep it going. Let's see. Let's pull up the ESPN app so I can see what's going on. Looks like Kansas has a lead over Oklahoma right now. Ooh. Hello. Oregon leads 7-0 over Utah. Not surprising. I picked Oregon really over Utah. Let's see. Louisville leads over Duke 7-0. Florida State. They won. All right. Man, I really thought after Georgia was moving that ball as well as they were, that they were about to punch it in. But the Florida Gator defense, man, great job in the goal line. Let's see. We got to keep scoring. Can't give UGA any breathers. No, because as you can tell, Georgia's going to have it doesn't look like they're going to have a problem moving the ball. So, Florida offense, all coaches have a script to start the game. Florida's script has worked out well. Remember, both these teams have had 2 weeks to prepare. So, what script was Florida going to use? First drive, worked to perfection. You got a touchdown. So now the game will keep going. Now you're going to get the feel of the game. How will Billy Napier and the offense keep this going? And really the recipe for it is Georgia can't cover Eugene Wilson. You give it to that man. I'm going to Eugene Wilson until they can stop him. Dude, he's got better cuts than freaking Gordon Ramsay, man. Dude's out here just slicing and dicing these defenders. And there's the kick end over end. I just hope it's not a thing where Florida utilizes them on one drive, and you've seen this numerous times, and the team never throws to them until the fourth quarter of the guy who's hot after the first drive. So I don't know what's going on there. Oh, they were trying to get a timeout. Austin Armstrong was trying to get a timeout. Oh, another one of his decision makings that wouldn't have been good. He looks so confused on the sideline. I don't know why. Yep, give it to Eugene. When they stop, go to Pearsall. Yeah. Keep going. See him. You're getting Eugene Wilson in motion. But here we go. Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Mertz going to play action. Going to toss it to Pearsall. Gain of 2 on the play. See, this is where I like Eugene, and this is where teams love to use motion. So not only do you know what the defense is going to be in, it'll tip their hand. Okay, now we know you're in zone or in man. But regardless, Eugene Wilson gets him in motion to see who's guarding him, to see if he can get open free. But here we go. 2nd down and 8, shotgun formation. Hanson in motion. 2 receivers set down at the top. And here's the snap. It's going to be ETN. Oh, bounces it outside for a first down. Nice vision from Trevor Etienne. This is why I like him as should be a feature back for the Gators, because stuff like this. Watch this right here. Okay. You're going to have, is that Mazuka with a great block. But watch this. He doesn't cut it inside. He says, catch me out here if you can, 23, and gets the edge and gets a first down. So a ball at the 40-yard line, shotgun formation, single receiver to the top. I believe that's Khalil Jackson, Eugene Wilson in motion. You can see Georgia's playing a zone coverage. There's the snap, but they're going to run it right up the middle with ETN, who's eating up this Georgia Bulldog defense. Ball right at midfield. Georgia reeling on defense right now. Florida really doing whatever they want. Holes open, wide open on this Georgia Bulldog defense. Pistols set. Can they keep the momentum going? Eugene Wilson in motion. Toss it to Eugene. No! Toss it back out to Pearsall. And I'm just fortunate the Florida Gators were able to keep the ball. Loss on the play. Eugene Wilson had it, flipped it back to Pearsall, and it was almost a disaster. Again, I hate when teams do this. You're running the ball well. Your offense is moving the ball well. Why get cute in these situations? Don't really like that. 2nd down and 12. You're very fortunate you only lost 2 on that play. Woo. Ball at the 48. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to ETN left side. And he is going to be hit hard at around the 49. And they'll have it 3rd down now and about 9 for the Gators. Big 3rd down right here. You got to keep the sticks going. You got to keep the Georgia defense on the field. Actually, it's 3rd down and 11. Not really as much gain as I thought on that last play. All right, what can the offense do right here? Actually, it says 3rd down 11, but it's 3rd down 9. Okay. That's just the screen was messed up, I guess, or on SEC's part. But here we go. Shotgun formation. March! Oh, stripped! Oh, my goodness. Never felt the pressure. And the Georgia Bulldog pass rush gets back on Mertz. And on near disaster again. It's just a big loss on the play. Florida will have to punt to Georgia now. But great pass rush. Actually, just poor blocking from the Gators. I mean, horrible blocking. Yeah, I don't even think he touched them. The only thing he touched was the ball because it went 7 yards back. Oh, my goodness. And Crawshaw with the punt, and there's the kick. I don't think it's going the way he wanted it. It's fielded by number 87 for Georgia. And could have been a bigger punt return for the Bulldogs. Muse tripped up by his own player. But Georgia's got it. 1st and 10. Whew. All right, 2:37 left in the first quarter, and we're going to a commercial break. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not familiar with me, I don't promote many things, okay? But if you're ever into sports memorabilia or anything, or if you just want to check out what I have on my eBay store, it's Sports with Blake. I would appreciate it if you just go check it out. I have Florida Gator merchandise. I have Georgia Bulldog. I've got a lot of college stuff if you're not a fan of it. If you have NFL, I have NFL stuff. Check out my eBay store, Sports with Blake. If you need a link or something to get to it, I didn't put it in the description. I don't think so. I could probably put it in the message if you're interested, but Sports with Blake on my eBay store, I would appreciate it. Well, I figured if they're doing commercials, why not do one for me? So, they do a lot of commercials now. Not sure. Couldn't really see on that trick play has never worked. I just don't like. I don't mind trick plays if you can't get nothing going. Like if you're struggling. I don't like trick plays if everything's working well. Why do a trick play? So really, that kind of started back. Yo, Shred Nar, what's up, buddy? So I really think you hurt yourself right there. You played behind the sticks. Graham Mertz is a guy you get him in front of the sticks. He plays better. He plays with better confidence. And then you see 3rd and 9, which I don't know why they put 3rd and 11, but it was 3rd and 9. He has to hold the ball a little longer. Well, if you have horrible blocking, like Florida just did, that's what's going to happen. So that strip was a touchdown. Wide receiver was wide open. Gosh, dog. Oh, my bad. I'm about to knock my stuff down. See, I couldn't tell. It's hard for me to see. I wish I had a sky view. You know, if I had a sky viewer behind the quarterback, I could see it so much better. I could call a game way better, too. But let's see. Lawson Lucky is another guy I know they're high on. He's a true freshman, I believe. But Oscar Delp, you've already seen him catch one pass today. You saw Lad McConkey already, so we're going to see what these guys could do. Let's see. Bulldogs, ball at the 34-yard line. Man in motion. There's the snap. Beck looking to throw. Going to toss it to his man, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Dejon Edwards. Had a blocker out, but it falls incomplete. 2nd down for the Bulldogs. All right, shotgun formation. Man in motion. That's going to be Oscar Delp. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to his man out of the backfield and muscles his way for a little extra. It looked like it was only going to be a gain of 4, but kept those legs churning. Got a couple extra yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. So that kind of changes things. If it was 3rd and 6, maybe we got to change it up. So now 3rd and 4, you could do a little bit more. I've seen teams even run in these certain circumstances. So trips down to the bottom, single receiver up to the top. Milton at the right hip of Beck. Look for something short. There's the snap. Beck looking. He's going short, and he's going to have a 1st down and more, and he's going to be out of bounds across midfield. And again, we knew it was going to be short. I just don't think Armstrong knew it was going to be short because he was wide open across the middle of the field. Just a crosser route, and nobody took the other crosser, which was Ra Thomas. So ball at the 41-yard line in Florida Gator territory. 1:47 left in the first quarter. Carson Beck is 6 of 8 for 78 yards. Delp in motion. There's the snap. Fakes it. Play action. And he's just going to toss it out of bounds to in the vicinity of Milton. But he was just, there was nothing there. Florida Gators actually with good defense on that play. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Yeah, it looks like they were trying to get a wheel route or something to Delp. And they did have somebody over the middle that, if Beck actually scanned the field, may have had somebody to the right. But 2nd down. Let's see what the Gator defense can do. Can they get after Beck? Man in motion. There's the snap. Play action. Beck looking over the middle. Got his man wide open. McConkey free. End zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Nobody touched Lad McConkey. A man I said the Florida Gators need to look at. And again, I have harped on this all season long. This Florida Gators secondary is very soft. They can't cover anything. They can't cover a cough if their life depended on it. I mean, wide open. Jason Marshall got absolutely put in a blender and could not touch Ladd McConkey. A quick 41-yard strike to Ladd McConkey. Carson Beck just torched the Florida Gator defense on that drive. There's the snap. The PAT is up and good. Georgia back up in front. Georgia 10, Florida 7. Again, these are the guys I said. Ladd McConkey, he hasn't caught many balls, but he hasn't played a lot this year. Only played in 3 games. This is his 4th game this year. But you know he's a veteran. He's experienced. They're going to go to their experienced players. Brock Bowers is hurt. Who are they going to go to? McConkey was one. We all knew this, except for Austin Armstrong. Oh, my goodness. Man, this Florida Gators secondary is not like it used to be, man. They used to get after guys. They used to not play 10 yards off the receivers. They used to tackle. They used to strike fear in offenses. They just don't anymore. But give it to Georgia. They're on a 10-0 run now. They had a great 3rd down stop. Edge rusher made great move. Well, I don't know. Florida offensive lineman just didn't block them, but that was half effort on that back end. Yeah, man. It just, McConkey is good. He's not like he's not a blazer. He doesn't do anything that flashes great. You know, he's kind of like a little bit lower on the Pearsall level because Pearsall can make some spectacular catches, but McConkey just does all the little things right. Gator D looks soft. It's the secondary, man. The secondary is just, I've been harping on it all year. You know, everyone was trying to tell me, and I've said this like week after week. I think people are starting to realizing that I was kind of right on that. Florida Gator secondary is just bad. You know, there's nothing that got fixed. They're the same as what they were the previous 2 years. They can be thrown on. There's not a single corner that's worth drafting after this year. I've heard some of them say Jason Marshall could be a 4th round pick. I wouldn't touch him in the XFL draft. So you know, it's just disappointing from these guys. You know, and lack of effort as well. But you know, I keep it real on this channel. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. You know, look at Joe Hayden. You think Joe Hayden let that go? No. No. Vernon Hargraves, man. Remember these guys? Like, these guys were, Lee. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I know some people hate him because of what he does in the NFL, but that dude was going to knock your head off. You know? Reggie Nelson. Florida used to have some secondary guys that, man. All right, there's the kick. Goes in the back of the end zone. Florida had the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25. Oh, well, let's see. We got the dogs on offense, but defense has none. No. Wow, this team has no heart on offense. No pressure, but that was on secondary. William Fisher, you're right. And that's where I have to put a lot of pressure on the defensive line. They have to get back there at Beck. Because if you're going to sit him back there, look, he's 7 of 10, 119 yards. 1 touchdown. He's going to look like that. Actually, a lot of quarterbacks will look like that. But he's sitting back there, man. He's eating his breakfast. He's eating his lunch. He's doing whatever. He's reading the newspaper. But here we go. 1st and 10. Montrell Johnson at the right hip of Mertz. Trips up to the top. Single receiver down to the bottom. Johnson in motion. Mertz looking to throw. Looking. Scanning the field. Looks like we're going to have a hold on Florida. And ball goes out of bounds. The only good thing on that play for Mertz is that was incomplete, but it won't count because Florida was holding like a like a robber trying to hold a person so they could take their purse. Oh, it was face mask or something. I don't know what it was. Matt Loafer. Well, he's loafing around right now. Just make the call, dude. And this is where, personal foul, facement, that's even worse. That's a 15-yard. Half distance, so it would be a 12.5-yard penalty. So, Jesus. Let's see. Did Egukan? Oh God, yeah, it's blatant. I mean, he never let go of it, dude. At least let go so you don't get called. Like, my God. Oh my goodness. All right. 1st and 22 for the Gators. Shotgun formation, which you're going to hear that a lot. Twins down to the bottom, Pearsall and Wilson. Last man down at the bottom. There's the snap, going to hand it off to Montrell Johnson. Trying to get some of those penalty yards back. Turning the legs and gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it was going to be 2nd down and 10 regardless. Montrell Johnson with a gain of 12. So great run by Johnson. That's what he can do very effective. Between the tacklers, lower his shoulder, turn his legs to get extra yards. ETN and Johnson complement each other very well. All right, 4 wide receivers, doubles. Oh, we got Montrell Johnson coming in motion. And he goes back in motion again. Mertz looking to throw, going to toss it out to his tight end. Just shy of the 30-yard line, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Gators. Will we run one more play before the first quarter comes to an end? If I had to guess, I think Florida will try to get them to jump, but I don't think a play will be ran right here. 10 seconds left in the first quarter and counting. Pistols set. Montrell Johnson goes to the right hip of Mertz. Man in motion. That's going to be Boardingham. And there's the snap. They are going to run a play. And he's going to toss it to Khalil Jackson, who's going to be close to a 1st down. Let's see if he get him right there. It needed to be at the 20 or at the 35. Knee touched. Not sure. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be inches. If he didn't get it, it's going to be close. That yellow marker's in front of the 35-yard mark. I think that's where he's down at. But it needs to be at that 35-yard mark. We're going to have to see. They'll probably measure it. I figured they would actually just kind of try to make them jump, try to get an easy 5 first, and then talk about a 3rd down play. Y'all think he got that? Y'all think that 1st down, he got it? That knee. See, Eugene Wilson did a great job on that touchdown. Kept his knees up. Khalil Jackson, that knee went down. I just don't know where the ball is whenever his knee went down. It's close. 1st down by Jimbo Bannister. Jason Marshall sucks for Mr. Wiggs. Yeah, that was back. I mean, how you going to let... I mean, you're a 5-star... a former 5-star corner, you going to get beat by Ladd McConkey. You going to get beat by Ladd McConkey. You almost deserve to be benched for that. Didn't even touch him. He put you on the spin cycle. He said, hit the brakes, hit the gas, and nowhere to be seen was Jason Marshall. All right, got 2 people saying 1st down. I think it's going to be close. I really do. I think it depends on that knee. If that knee didn't hit down so quick, I would say it was the easy 1st down. That was the entire secondary. Devin Moore must be hurt. Never see him out there anymore. I don't, man. You know, Devin Moore was supposed to be one of the fastest players on the field for the Gators and really had high hopes for him, when he was a true freshman last year. I just don't understand what happened to him, man. I've seen him out there every so often, like on special teams, where they block a kick against someone. I think it might have been Kentucky. And I saw him run it back. He still got hawked down by the kicker. But, man, oh, man. Let's see. I'm ready to see what they say. Let's see. Oh, Moore was on the depth chart. Yeah, it's weird. Come on. These commercials last so long now, man. Golly. I get it's the end of the first quarter, but jeez. Hey, I appreciate it. I got 18 people watching. I appreciate every one of y'all watching. I know y'all'd rather watch the game. If you're listening, I appreciate that as well. You know, me doing this, I've always wondered, would it be better to do like a podcast? So it would be better just to hear instead of just seeing me, because you're not really seeing much anyways. I mean, a little bit, but let's see. Tighten up defense. Tighten the defense. It's by Tony Kingsley, tackling the DT every play. Yeah. See, it now. If they're looking at it this hard, that's telling me that it's going to be. Let's see. See, it's that knee right there. And where's the ball? See, that line's short. If it's inches, watching the game, and you are my commentary. Man, I appreciate it, Mario. Crystal ball. Gosh. It's close. Very close. What was the call in the field? Was it short? Call in the field was Florida first down. That last shot looked a little better, because that one far, I was like, well, if it's called a first down, you have to stick with that call if there's not much. But with them taking this long, I have a feeling they're going to take it back. It's going to be 4th and inches. Usually with refs and usually with them, yeah, I think I just saw his lips move, 4th down. So. After review. Short, the line of gain. I'm telling you, if that knee did not drop as quick as it did, it was an easy first down. But his knee went down so quick, like it was up and it just hit. It went right here. Like if he kept that left leg driving just a bit more, would have been an easy first down. But again, it's not with that yellow marker. It's right at that white line. So if you look at the yellow marker, he's probably got it. But 4th and inches, are you willing to gamble? Are you willing to gamble? What we got? I don't know. Billy Napier looks mad. I mean, Mertz is what? 6'3", 235? I mean, you know you're going to try to do a quarterback sneak. Man, that's where they spot it? That's a little... Ooh. Thought it'd be up a little bit more than that, but... I think you're going to see a tush push, in my opinion. Unless you really want to get greedy and go for something really even... Oh, they're going to try to draw them off sides. And there's ETN trying to pass it. Oh, no. He's brought down. What a horrible play call by Napier. Horrible play call by Napier. What is that crap? Trying to get too cute. Napier screws the Gators. What is he doing? Pathetic. What are you doing, Gators? This is dumb. This is some dumb play call. They're trying to trick the Gators. They were trying to trick Bulldogs. You can't trick a team that is experienced as this. You can't do stuff like this. What are we doing? That's why Sunbelt Billy keeps getting his name like he does, doing stupid stuff like this. Oh my goodness. This is not what you want to see. This is dumb. This is never going to work. Again, trick plays for the Florida Gators don't work. Great field position for the Gators. This is where they're going to make you pay. Ball! Oh my goodness! Edwards making defenders miss, saying, "Get out of my way. You can't tackle me, little boy. What are you doing?" First down for the Bulldogs, and I think you're seeing the life just come out of this Gator defense. Oh my goodness. Shamar James with the tackle, but it was 12 yards down the field. Dejon Edwards just making people miss, making them look silly. Oh, my goodness. In the red zone, can the Florida Gators get a stop on defense? They desperately need it. Beck looking, got time. He's going to step up into the pocket and brought down at around the line of scrimmage. Finally, a positive for the Florida Gator defense. The Lions in on the sack, I guess. I don't know if it's a sack or just a... Yeah, it's probably a sack. I mean, just stupid stuff like that pisses me off, man. Trying to get freaking cute over here, and it's backfired 2 times. 2nd and 11. Florida needs a stop on defense desperately. There's the snap. Beck going to hand off to Edwards. Right side. Nobody touches him. Touchdown. Easy touchdown by the... Oh, my goodness. What a soft defense the Florida Gators had. I'm talking about angel soft. We're talking about Pillsbury dough soft. I mean dough bread. When it comes out, when you put the flour and water, you mix it, you put it together, it's soft. Soft as a pillow. That's this Florida Gator defense. Nobody touches Dejon Edwards' 20-yard touchdown run. Nobody even got a hand on him. The guys that we talked about in the pregame, I said, Dejon Edwards can run on you. Check. Lad McConkey, watch out for him. Check. Oscar Delp's the only one, and he caught a one-handed catch earlier. PAT is up and good. Georgia, 17-0 run after a horrible play call and trying to trick the number 1 team, back-to-back defending champs. You were going to trick them. IQ level of this coaching staff is at a negative. At a negative. This is dumb. I hate this stupid getting cute trick play stuff like you're in high school. If you want to call that, there's a high school up the road that needs a coach that I know, okay? They need a head coach really bad. You could call those trick plays all day long, okay? Don't do that crap here. Jesus. I'll be honest with you, William. Florida's doing the same thing. They only got called for the face mask one because it was blatant. But both these teams are holding. I can see it on both sides. Florida's had big runs because guys are holding. So, I mean, if you're not going to call it on one, I don't mind calling it. But, I mean, by God, the effort of these defenders for Florida is absolutely pathetic. You know, right now, I mean, they're just bowing down. I mean, really, Napier's at fault for this crap right now because that was a horrible call. That was a horrible call. The only thing I would have liked to see was, that's why I was like, how much does Graham Mertz weigh? I was like, he's a pretty big guy. You could get a little tush push. I mean, it was less than a yard. Okay, you're playing the number 1 team. I wasn't saying any of that crap. Don't do any of that. I saw the ball go to the ETN. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Georgia's got speed on the edge. And it didn't even matter. They were trying to throw it with ETN. They weren't even trying. They weren't going to run it with ETN. They were going to throw it with ETN. My God. I'm not even blaming that on ETN. I'm not blaming that on Mertz. That is Napier all the way. Oh, my goodness. I would have just rather see, William. I mean, is there holding on every play? There always is. Go Dogs from Daniel. Hey, listen, you're welcome, dude. Florida's just giving y'all great field position. I mean, and then they're just letting you run in untouched. Jesus. Dumb. Navarre High School would not even call that 4th down play. No, dude. Hey, Navarre looks good this year, by the way. I went and seen them, Navarre Shred. I went and seen Milton High School and Navarre play when they played at Milton, I believe it was, or whatever. And I wanted to check out because Navarre had a couple of stud players. One was a D1 high school or a prospect, and they look good. Navarre looks good. They're very good defensively, too. Better than Florida. So, all right. Florida has to do something. Last 2 drives did not go well at all for the Gators. After the first drive went so well, shotgun formation, doubles receivers. Sends Arliss Boardingham in motion. There's the snap, late blitz from the Bulldogs. And Mertz, he is sacked! Held the ball too long, can't do it. Georgia defense has figured out the Florida Gator offense. They are blitzing Mertz. They are covering these guys very tightly in the secondary. Mertz looking, zone coverage, and it was lights out. 9-yard sack. Mertz has to feel that pressure. He has to know the blitz was coming. You got to get rid of it. Live to see another day. Oh, my goodness. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Pressure. And he trips it. Georgia strips it. And Georgia has the ball. Oh, my gosh. It hurts to see Mertz right now. He is a low-confident quarterback. I think I could put some of that on Billy Napier. But Mertz is absolutely just going in a downward spiral. He has no idea. He feels no pressure. And another strip sack for the Bulldogs. These are the games that I was worried about Mertz. He's a quarterback that can get you the wins that you need, that you can get by just running the ball. But when you need a quarterback to throw, can he be that guy? Oh my goodness, the first drive it looked like that, but after this it has been all downhill. Oh my goodness, it hurts to see Mertz. I mean, you can see the wind sucked out in this Florida Gator team right now. Well, immediate red zone for the Georgia Bulldog offense. There's the snap, hands it off up the middle, and a tackle, a rare tackle by the Florida Gator defense by Princely U. Wow, I'm surprised they were able to actually touch the Georgia Bulldog running back. Oh my goodness, Mertz is just, those 2 plays were absolutely what I have seen, what I saw him at Wisconsin. Held the ball way too long, didn't feel the pressure, and just absolutely wet the bed. 5 wide receivers for Bulldog. Now they're just playing with the Florida Gator defense. Here's the snap, Beck looking. Oh, he's just going to take it himself, and he is going to get close to a first down. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2. They could still get a first down without scoring. And really, if Beck just kind of cut it to the left, it was going to be an easy touchdown. Yeah, even the even the guy making the cut, but I think they just wanted to stay on the field a little longer. 3rd down and 2. What do you think? Hard play action right here, or Dejon Edwards to the right side? That's pretty much been their bread and butter right now. Beck under center, and it looks like we have a timeout on the field. I mean, this is where Georgia could just go ahead and put the game away, put the knife to the throat, just say, this is done. We're ending you right here. I mean, but really, Florida can only blame themselves right now for doing dumb mistakes, for doing dumb decisions. And, you know, whenever you start doing dumb stuff, low confidence comes in. Your quarterback is already shaky with confidence, okay? If you get him into a rhythm, he's good. If you don't, it goes downhill pretty fast. Again, no pressure. Our defensive line is pitiful as well. Yeah. Yep. Well, what I kind of figured from Florida. What's that song? Let me down easy. No, they're not letting me down easy. I got a better song for them. Free falling, because that's what this offense is doing right now, and defense. They're just on a downward spiral. How does he fumble twice? Because, man, he doesn't have... This is the kind of stuff that you saw in Wisconsin. He doesn't take care of the ball when he's back there. He can't feel pressure. Like, that's why he's a quarterback that gets the ball out within 2 seconds. He's got to get it out. He doesn't feel pressure very well. He never has. And you got to know this Florida Gator offensive line is not very good. Georgia doesn't have many sacks on the year, but they're still good. We've got to make Georgia drive the field. No, we're going to drive it for them. Florida's going to get the ball at the 30, at the 12. My goodness. That's why you win, because teams do dumb stuff. Oh, at least this. Kansas upsets Oklahoma. Loser sooner. Loser sooner. Oh, goodness. Oh, loser sooner. Oh, now I can stop here. And Oklahoma should be in top 4. You shouldn't even be in the top 20. Losing to Kansas. Losing to Kansas. Not in basketball. You lost to them in football. Well, that made me get a laugh, but I'm probably not going to laugh here. 3rd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. Again, they can get a first down without scoring. But they'll probably just run it with Edwards, I imagine. Or a hard play action. And there's a man in motion. There's a snap. Edwards gets the pitch. Makes a cut to the right. And I think he's going to come up a yard short. What will Georgia and Kirby Smart do right here? 4th down and 1. This is a huge call right here. Because if you don't get it, maybe breathes new life into the Florida Gator offense. 4th down. They say 4th and 2, but it's 4th and 1. Maybe a long one. Shotgun formation. Edwards in the backfield. There's the snap. They hand it to Edwards. Easy touchdown right through the Florida Gator defense. He says, thank you for the walk-in touchdown, Gators. And Georgia just putting their foot on the throat of the Gators. Edwards gets his 2nd touchdown of the quarter. And just as easy as it was his previous one, Edwards just kind of trots right in and puts another 6 on the scoreboard. Loser sooner. Hey, man. Hey, you could hashtag that. You could. Shred. At least we got to laugh at that. And the PAT for the Bulldogs. There's the snap. And there's the kick. And it's good. Georgia leads 24-7 with 10:34 left in the first half. Billy Napier looks disgusted. He should be disgusted at himself and his stupid, horrible play calling. After the first drive, it was all right. But then after that, it went downhill. I mean, my goodness. You know, that could have been huge. If you stop them there, Florida, you got a good shot. You know, you're only 10. General Freddie, game over. It just... I mean, at this point, it's, you know, I mean, the wind's kind of out of them. Yeah, I mean, you can't get down on the number 1 team by 17 and think you got a shot at this point. Well, at least Oklahoma lost. Loser sooner. Loser. Anybody see Ace Ventura? UGA fan Blake 69. Screw you. Where are the Gator fans at? I'm right here, Daniel. Go Dogs. Listen, you should thank Florida. Let me be honest. You should thank Florida because we've really made it easier for y'all. So you just thank Florida for that. No balls on this team. I could say that because even the offense is dropping their balls, you know? I mean. Oh, my goodness. All thought y'all have a chance. Daniel, you did not watch my pregame, did you? I said it would probably be a good game. I said Florida would probably lose by 10. I didn't take in consideration doing dumb stuff like Florida's doing, though. I came in today to say this. We can't beat the rest, and Graham Mertz might be showing how he plays under pressure. Either way, they better get us now, though. Yeah, bro, love the play-by-play call from you, man. You be a professional. I appreciate it. I have to. I'm trying to get some tape out. Might have something lined up for me later on. But I got to call it both ways, even though I hate it. You know I got to bust your chops. I get it, Daniel. Oh, it's nothing personal, man. I love it, dude. And I love saying loser sooner. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yes. Yes. I love Oklahoma losing. I just hate Oklahoma. I really do. There's teams I hate. I hate. I just, really do. Oklahoma, Ohio State, Florida State. Double hate. Loathe entirely. Yes, I love the Grinch, so if you hear me make some Grinch references, it's getting closer to Christmas, too. I'm not to the point where I go into Lowe's or something and I see Christmas decorations already, though. Haven't even made it to Halloween yet. What's up with that, though? I'm trying to deflect off of this horrible game right now. Some Help Billy press conference will be the same as always. Oh, we know how it is, man. All right, let's see if they have some kind of fight right here. 1st and 10, Georgia defensively after the first drive, they were like, yeah, we figured y'all out. Can they come up with something right here offensively? Pistol set, Pearsall in motion. There's the snap and a loss on the play in the backfield. Montrell Johnson gets dropped. Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. 2nd down and 10. I guess they're not going to call it a loss or not. I don't know. That teleprompter, man, has been off a lot today. Jason Marshall do not look like a 5-star. He's terrible. Chris Jenkins. All right, there's the snap. Here we go. Mertz play action. He's got Georgia Bulldogs all in his face. Another horrible play call. Ball goes out of bounds. 3rd down and 10 for the Gators. Yeah, it looked like it was a. I can't tell if the offensive line was just not blocking or they were blocking downfield or going downfield. I don't know at this point. I really. Oh, my goodness. 2nd quarter summary for the Gators. It's been horrible. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 10. Ball still at the 25-yard line. Man in motion. There's Mertz looking. Georgia only rushing 4. And can you guess what it is? A sack by the Georgia Bulldog defense. And the edge rusher was held. And they still got to Mertz. Oh, my goodness. They only rushed 4, and they still got to Mertz. Oh, my goodness. The left tackle just had him in a chokehold. You saw that right there blatant. And Georgia still had 2 guys on Mertz. Oh, my goodness. We play SEC ball like they do. I think they've got some guys that can play, and I think 24 is great, but hey, they got to come play us. Austin Barber, you sound like a moron, don't you? Yeah, probably wouldn't be saying statements like that, dumbass. Dummy. I swear these guys don't learn. All right, and here's the punt. It's blocked! Georgia blocks it! Oh, my goodness! Absolute meltdown by the Florida Gators! Defensively, offensively, special teams, abysmal. Absolutely pathetic right now from the Florida Gators. 2nd quarter collapse by the Florida Gators. A safety. If you're in the stands and you're a Florida Gator fan, leave now. It's not getting any better. Georgia, jailbreak says, we're just coming right at you. And get 2 on the scoreboard. An absolute meltdown is underway. Georgia flexing. They're saying this is why we are the number 1 team. Keep our name out your mouth, Austin Barber. Oh, my goodness. Jesus Christ. Oh, where's the bag? Where's the bag? I didn't bring it today. I didn't bring it. I mean, all you can do is laugh. This is why I wasn't super excited for that first drive. I was excited, but I wasn't super excited. I was like, let's see how the game goes. See how the game goes. Hit the transfer portal, Blake. I'll be in a good word. Hey, these players do it. I don't see why fans can't. We're in a new age now. All right. So Georgia has scored 26 unanswered. Is there a mercy rule in college football? Like there is in high school when you get like 35 on you in the second half? All right, here's the punt. Good punt at least. McConkey going to take it. 20, 25, and gets brought down at the 26. So after all that, at least Georgia doesn't have great field position. A great punt by Crawshaw. Yeah. Jeez. Louise Almighty. Let's see. LOL, I got excited for this crap. Yeah. Thanks, Scott Strickland, for this crap. Scott Strickland should have been fired a long time ago, by the way. I've been calling for that one. All right, shotgun formation. I'm probably going to start drinking me something else here in just a minute. Ball at the 26-yard line. Twins to the top. And Milton's going to take it up the middle. Horrible defense, stiff arm. He says, you're too small. Oh, my goodness. What a great run by Georgia's Kendall Milton. I believe that's who that was. I mean, right up the middle. Great trap. Pulling guard. Oh, my goodness. Stiff arms. I think that's Miguel Mitchell. Easy first down. Georgia not letting up right now. 1st and 10. Ball at the 42 of Georgia. There's the snap. Going to toss it out to Ladd McConkey. And he's got a couple blockers, and he's got 7 yards. By the way, not trying to add insult to injury. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half, just so y'all know how bad it has been for Florida after their first drive, because it has went downhill after that. I wonder if Billy Napier's going to say, well, our talent level's there, you know, like somebody else would. I'll read some comments later. I know people are commenting right now. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Going to hand it off. Hey, got some guys in the backfield. A rare tackle from the Florida Gator defense, especially in the backfield. Milton dropped for a loss on 3rd down. I told you, hey, remember Chris Jenkins? I said it earlier. I was like, I hope they just don't give up on Wilson. I've seen teams do that where they'll feed them at the first drive or the first quarter, and then you never hear from them again. That's exactly what happened. Like, no, I haven't even seen him on the field. All right, 3rd down and 5. Big 3rd down right here for the Gator defense. And there's the snap. Gators send pressure, and it's going to be incomplete. A rare 3rd down stop from the Florida Gator defense. Everything's rare when it comes to this defense. And it looks like Georgia's staying on the field, probably just trying to get them to jump. You're right here at the 47. So if they're dumb enough to call plays the way they are, they're dumb enough to jump off sides is what they're thinking. So they'll even take a 5-yard penalty. And looks like it's just, yeah, they'll probably just get a delay of game. Are they going to call timeout? It'd be dumb for Georgia to even go for it. I mean, LOL, they don't even have Bowers. We still can't stop them. And that's even worse. That's even worse. Florida State, cinnamon rolls. We about to destroy Florida. Nah, it depends on what team y'all show up. If it's like Boston College or somebody, got a chance. Let's see. This is worse than last year. 5 years of bad recruiting. Let's see. This team sucks. Beck and company will be done by halftime. Yeah, they're going to pull their starters. All right, there's the punt. And let's see where it'll be fielded. And it looks like it's going out of bounds at the 18, so that's where Florida will have it. 1st and 10 on their own 18-yard line. Let's see. Kirby's playing with us. Yeah, man. He just It doesn't even look like he's excited, like he's even into the game. He's just like, meh, there's another game. It's Florida, whatever. This game is worse than last year. At least last year's game was somewhat competitive. I mean, jeez. Well, while everybody's in here, if you want to support my channel and make me feel a little better, I have an eBay store, Sports with Blake, same name as my YouTube channel, Sports with Blake. Go check it out. I did not put the link in the description. I don't know why. not really prepared to say it, but I gotta start saying something because it's hard to talk right now of anything positive that's happened for Florida right now. They got to stop on defense, I guess. I mean, that's something. Man. Oh. Yeah, I do feel like Kirby Smart's just like messing around. Like, I think he's like trying stuff out, like for the when he gets to the playoffs or something. Like he's like, I wonder if this will work against teams. This won't work. Will this work? Well, it'll work against Florida, so we know that. So. It's just gap control. Don't have it. Nope. James supposed to be B or C and is getting blocked out, not hitting gaps, playing tentative. Yeah, and could it be because of his ankle? Maybe, but it's the rest of it. It wouldn't have mattered if he's fully healthy. These guys are just moving Florida right now. And it looks like Oregon. Look at that, Bo Nix. Ooh, nice to have a quarterback that can throw off platform. No, all the linebackers doing. Yeah. Punt on first down and make Georgia drive the field. Got to get 78 some help on the line. Let's see. Here we go. ETN going to take it left side. Gets a couple on the play down at about the 20. So second down and 8 for the Gators. Not much running room. You're probably meaning 58, not 78. Or, well, 78, is that garage? Or... All right, shotgun formation, man in motion. Let's see what Mertz can do right here. There's the snap. Mertz looking to throw in deep, and he overthrows his intended target by about 10 yards. Third down and 8 for the Gators. And he was thrown in double coverage, too, so I have no idea why he was throwing that. It might be 76 right tackle. Yeah, you're throwing 76. Third down and 8. I don't know where Mertz was throwing on that play. I mean, it was like 10 yards over everybody's head. They're complaining that there was held. I don't think he held him for 10 yards. Double coverage. What are you? Let's see. All right, man in motion. Going to send Eugene Wilson. First sighting I've seen from Eugene Wilson. Mertz looking. He's going to toss it out to Wilson. And there are numerous. Oh, a late hit. Oh, I think he was falling or something, so they're not going to call it. And that's going to be a 3 and out for the Florida Gator offense. It looked like a late hit. I think he was falling or something, or he might got, I don't know if he got blocked into or something. Let me see. Yeah. I guess he was okay let up or something. I don't know. There's always a chance but winning this game, but I was probably about 95% sure that we were going to lose this game today. I mean, I said Florida was going to lose. Nobody really had a problem with that, too. I said it would be close. Now, that I was wrong about. Let's see if they're going to block another punt. 4th down and 8. Let's see. At least they didn't try to fake the punt. I don't want to see that. And here we go. Fielded cleanly. Makes one man not miss. And a nice open field tackle on punt return by Weston. Best thing that's happened for the Florida Gators in the second quarter. Not a horse collar because he didn't grab the pads. He just grabbed the jersey. Mm-hmm. Unless he... No, he... Yeah, it was just the jersey. What did Gene Steratore say? Well, maybe it was. I don't know. First and 10 at the Georgia, at their own 20-yard line. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to the running back. Cuts up to the middle. That's going to probably be a face mask. And he's just turning his legs for a first down. Dejon Edwards does not go down easy. And let me tell you something. You're going to see on this replay, that was 100% a face mask. Watch this. And right there. Can't call that if you don't call a late hit. Yeah. Where is Eugene Wilson been? Yeah, but I think Florida just got two makeup calls because they did not call the face mask either. But they still got a first down. Dejon Edwards with a nice 11-yard run. McConkey in motion. Ball at the 31. First down and 10. Beck. And he's looking to throw. He's looking to put the knife in it. Going deep. Got a man. It's going to be overthrown. About 2 yards in front of McConkey. He had a step on the Florida Gator defender. If it was put on the money, McConkey was going for 6 easily. It's going to bring up second down now. Carson Beck, 8 of 13 for 126 with a touchdown. Was that Jason Marshall in coverage again? I didn't see. And here we go. They're going to toss it out to his man. And it's going to be number 86 who's wrestled down. Gain of about 5 on the play. So third down now for the Bulldogs. So to me, Georgia can do a lot right here. They can even still hand it off in the backfield, but looks like they're going empty set. Delp at the wing position. And 5 on the play clock, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout, Florida. I guess they did not like their defense. 4:14 left in the first half. Georgia leads 26, Florida 7. Georgia gets the ball to start the second half, and it is not getting any better for Florida right now. Line the box up. He can't throw that. Marshall burnt again. Where has Eugene Wilson been? Incognito. Why can't we tackle? Because it's Florida. They haven't been able to tackle for 5 years. The Gators are calling high school plays. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes. And I just, it really ticks me off. Napier better recruit because he can't coach. Ooh. Not disagreeing with that. As a Gator fan, I'm sad. It is, man. It's just what makes me mad is you're running the ball well. You're moving the ball well. Confidence, man. Graham Mertz needs confidence. I'm sorry. He just needs that. He's not a guy that can get himself out of it. You need to help him. You need to have better play calls. And this crap of calling these double reverse behind, under the quarterback's leg to ETN to throw a pass, this is dumb. This is dumb. It's just dumb play calling. It's not Florida Gator football. This is not what Florida is. Florida's the team that needs to drive down on you. Here we go. 3rd down and 6 for the Bulldogs. Well, it's 3rd and 5, but there's a snap. Beck looking, throwing. Got a man wide open. That's going to be McConkey. I mean, this is the guy that's going to get the touches. He's going to get the looks. He's going to get the targets. And he's just finds a soft spot in the zone. And Carson Beck gets it right to McConkey. And it looks like we have a flag after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 1 and number 72 of Georgia, the offset. So it's still first down Georgia. But Princely U, that's his first one. So if he gets a second one, he'll be ejected. But I don't know why he said fourth down, because it was first down, because it was a dead ball. I swear some of these refs, man. I'll tell y'all what, it's like these refs, man. I think they got their phone on silent because, man, they missed some calls. All right, here we go. Gonna hand off to Dejon Edwards. Dejon has days to run. Oh my goodness, across the 40 in Florida Gator territory. Georgia just steadily putting their foot on the Florida Gator defense's throat. Oh my goodness. Dejon running with intensity. Here's the snap. They give it. No, Beck got to keep it himself. Brought down for a loss on the play. And it looks like a rare tackle from Princely U in the game. Okay. Plays for negative yards, 7 for Florida. God, that's as many points as they have. All right, 2nd and 11 for Georgia. Shotgun formation. Twins down to the bottom. Milton in motion. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Milton. Goes to the left side. Gets positive yards. Gain of about 3 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and about 8, I believe, for the Bulldogs. Third and 7. So right at or just at field goal range. Georgia's not thinking of field goal right now. They're thinking of putting their foot and sucking the life out of the Florida Gators right now. Can the Gators get pressure? They send 5. Beck looking. Throwing deep. And he's going to be incomplete. His intended target off of the hands of Lovett. Let's see if this was a drop ball. Yeah, he just dropped that. Defender for Florida turned around. Just out of his reach. So Georgia can't capitalize on 3rd down, but they're going for it on 4th down. 4th and 7. They are showing no respect to the Florida Gator defense right now. 5 on the play clock. And looks like they're just going to call a timeout. Ball at the 35. So I don't know their kicker very well. That's one I've not paid attention to because I just figure that out if they're good as a kicker later on. But, you know, Georgia kicked a chip shot field goal. It says a flag, but I don't know if it's a flag or... Oh, delay a game. Okay, so they didn't. So Pearsall, who has been quiet all game long, I mean, you could think that to Mertz because he hasn't really done much anyways. But Pearsall's been quiet. Eugene's been quiet ever since the first drive. Not a lot of good positive things from the Florida Gators in the first half. And here we go with the punt. Trying to push Florida back. And ball bounces inside the 5, down at about the 9. So Florida will have to travel 91 yards for a touchdown, hoping to get more points on the scoreboard before the first half is up because they know Georgia has the ball to start the second half. So Florida has to do something right here to get some kind of momentum. If Billy don't win at least 10 games next year, he got to go. Oh, I don't know if you've seen next year's schedule for Florida. I don't think 10 wins is going to do it with his coaching ability. I don't think that's going to work. Go look at next year's schedule. It's rough. It's rough. It's very rough. Shotgun formation for Mertz. Trips down to the bottom. Khalil Jackson to the top. And Mertz checking. Got 8 on the play clock. There's the snap. Mertz going to hand it off to Johnson. Right side. And he's got a first down across the 20. Down at about the 21. So a great run by Johnson on the right side of the Georgia Bulldog defense. Fordingham goes in motion. There's Mertz backing up to throw, looking, tosses it deep. Got Pearsall finally. Mertz actually makes a competent throw for once in the second quarter and gets it to Pearsall, and Pearsall's first catch of the game. Actually, it was kind of behind Pearsall. Great catch by Pearsall. Ball at midfield. Mertz, does he feel the pressure? I don't think he really did. He got rid of the ball, and it was coming right where he was not looking. 1:08 left in the first half. I don't see what they're... I mean, when you throw it on the floor on your side, everybody's going to holler for a flag, but I didn't really see much there. Fans don't realize how bad the personnel was at Florida. Yeah, it was really bad. There's the snap. Mertz looking, steps up, and he just throws a dart and not really catchable from Johnson. 3rd down and 10 for the Gators. Georgia's getting great pressure from their edge rushers right now. They're only rushing 4, and they're getting a great pressure right now. Mertz, if he has to step up and make a throw off of his back foot or something, you can go ahead and call that a wraps. He ain't making a throw unless he's throwing a standstill. He ain't making these off-platform throws. Georgia knows that. They're trying to get him to move off his spot. There's the snap. Mertz looking. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. And Florida looking for a flag. No flag there. Horrible ball from Mertz, as usual. 58 seconds left in the first half. Yeah, it could have been actually more Khalil Jackson just mistimed the jump. Yeah. Khalil Jackson mistimed the jump, but it was a high ball. All right, so looks like Florida's going for it, 4th and 10. They did well against it with South Carolina. Maybe trying to get a cheap 5. 4 receivers, doubles receivers. And there's the snap. I don't know what that was all about. Looks like we got a timeout, Florida. Billy Napier with that, looked like he ate a lemon head. He's making that sour look face. Like, what am I doing? Like, why did I take this job at Florida? I can't coach. I'm not a real coach. Oh, goodness. But, let's see. But 3 years is plenty of time to get a team like Florida put together to win at least 9 to 10. Yeah. But just like you said, if you want to be a Heisman contender, play Florida. Hell, they make it Dejon Edwards look like Derrick Henry out here. Chris Jenkins, man. It came to me just like I was sitting there like, what is up with like when Florida defense, like they make these guys just look so good. Like way better than what they are. You know? Just every freaking year, the past like 3 years at least. You know, this Florida Gator defense could just make anybody look good. I remember Jaden Daniels, LSU last year. Like, he was starting to get into the Heisman race after he played Florida. So I don't know what it is, man. Kentucky, well, they wrote that one guy rushed for 200 yards in the first half. I was like, oh my god. All right, 4th and 10. Why are you even trying to go for it? Punt it. No, don't do this stupid. Don't do this crap. Are they okay? They're punting. Okay, they're punting. I was about to be mad. I'm like, don't. I get you're trying to get a cheap 5. 4th and 10. No. And Crawshaw with the punt. He gave time for his defense to get down there. Let's see if they can field it. There it is. Ball at the 1. Perfect. That's what you do. That's why you have a good punter like Crawshaw. You don't overthink it. Pin Georgia deep. The only thing I can think now, I'm not trying to do announcer jinx, but I can somewhat see Georgia running the ball and get a 99-yard touchdown for some reason. I mean, I'm not going to say crazier things have happened, but that would kind of be the Florida really exclamation point. With Georgia, they're just trying to get it out of the back of the end zone and call it a wrap, call it a day. What if, hold on, what if they try a play action and then throw it, one-on-one coverage or something? Okay, they're just going to run it. They're going to quarterback sneak it, and they could fake that. And Beck right up the middle. Yeah, just got it out of the end zone. Got it at the 2. They'll probably run one more play and go and meet up. Talk about how that second quarter they just dominated. Kirby Smart going to do some halftime speech. The score is 0-0. Y'all remember that? Y'all know what I'm talking about? If you know what I'm talking about, talk right now. All right, that's the end of the first half. Georgia 26, Florida 7. Bad. What's this? Hold on. Do it live, or if you're down or not busy. Oh, I can't, man. Oh, if I could do it live, I would. Let's see. About to show Tennessee how it's done. Oh, here, hire Utah's head coach. And you are back in business. I would not mind that, actually. Kyle Whittingham, I would not mind that at all. Fans are still stupid. Yes, coaching is not good, but to expect this level talent to win 9 to 10 games is ludicrous. William, I had people like really getting mad at me for not picking Florida to win 10 games, you know, or like they should win 10 or 9 games. I'm like, I don't see that like at all. Like not even close. But you know, I mean, it was, you know, Florida getting a really good win at South Carolina was probably the best thing that happened for Florida this year because it puts them one game for bowl eligibility. And I predicted that Florida has a shot to win 7 games, but I predicted my early schedule prediction was 5-7. I bumped that up to about 6-6. I was like, I think they can get bowl eligible with what they have at the defensive line. But, you know, this 5 games, guys, this is a tough 5 games. Arkansas next week. But really after that, you're not going to be favored. And Arkansas they're not a good team, but they're not a team you can just say you're going to beat, you know, with ease. They're more like South Carolina. They're going to give you a good game. I would say 9 at best. Then I saw the quality on field, 7 at best. 7 I don't see unless you just really upset someone. 6 if you beat Arkansas. So but if you can't beat Arkansas, you're not going to beat the rest of your schedule. Missouri's good. LSU, we know LSU, it's on the road. On the road to Mizzou, get Florida State at home. But Florida State's going to be the better team. So Alaska and FSU at home. I would say, Alaska. You said AK, and it made me think of Alaska. Arkansas will be, I would think Florida will be favored by maybe 4. I think Arkansas gets overlooked at times. They're going to give you a tough game. Their record shows they're only 2 wins or whatever, but they did fire their offensive coordinator, so we're going to see how their offense looks. I think they're off this week, so they get another week to prepare for Florida. So we'll have to see what Arkansas looks like now that they fired their offensive coordinator. How is Damian George and Jason Marshall still playing? Also love James and Scooby, but they are hurt and really hurting Florida trying to tough it out there. Yeah. Remember Damian George? Nick Saban said that was going to be the Florida Gators' best offensive lineman. He might be the worst. Got to start breaking Georgia's legs. And they'll probably just go on their hands. It's still walking in. I called the Kansas upset earlier and was mocked. Kansas is good and wish we have their head coach as our offensive coordinator. That'd be awesome. But Muddy Waters, how about that? Loser sooner, baby. Yeah. All right. How long are these half times? Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Oh, you know what, guys? This is what makes me mad. I just got my boy turning 4. Threw a birthday party for him. Got a jumpy outside and everything. Okay, I got a jumpy. I got some Hungry Howie's pizza. If you never had Hungry Howie's pizza, you're missing out. Cajun crust. I got Krispy Kreme donuts in there. It's bad. I know. I'm trying to lose some weight, and this is terrible, especially me drinking a Dr. Pepper. But anyways, it's a birthday party, okay? I got all this stuff, and I'm sitting here watching this. Think about that for a minute. I'm almost to the point where I just take this off and just go jump in the jumpy house. Oh, goodness. I'm about to take my kids to a trunk or treat. This game is about to get ugly. Georgia might break the record for largest victory against Florida, too. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm actually thinking about just going to go jump. Heck, I could take the camera with me. I could just go jump in the jumpy house and go, at least I could have some kind of happiness. And go jump and just have a good time. Look at Oregon. I don't really know who really thought Oregon was going to lose to Utah. No offense to Utah. Listen, Utah has a really good defense. I really like their defense. They just don't have a quarterback. If they had Cameron Rising, I probably would have taken Utah by a close margin, but Oregon's got a good defense, and Bo Nix is going to be the deciding factor. Bo Nix is out here. He's dealing. They're up 21-6, but I saw, what was it, Pat McAfee and somebody else picking, it was Steve Smith. They picked Utah. Of course, Steve Smith went to Utah, but, they were just trying to hype up the crowd. Come on, man. Hungry Howie's is yes, it is, Shred. Oh, I thought you said it was crap. I was like, man, it's Little Caesars is. It's like eating cardboard. Hungry Howie's is amazing, man. I have that in the kitchen. I'm about to go get me some. I'm about to just go get me some pizza. 8 undefeated teams through 9 weeks in college football has to be a record. That is pretty cool. Napier, Mertz, a winning combination. That's just disrespectful. It is good. Yes, Anthony. It's really good. Florida losing the rest of the games. Listen, Daniel, I know you joke, but I would not be surprised if Florida goes 1-for-4 in their next 5. Hey, they could still win this game. Sorry. I did
I had a brain cramp there for a minute. Marco's Pizza is not bad. It is actually Marco's Pizza is pretty good. You're right, Daniel. So you know what? It's not bad. If you CC's is actually better than Little Caesars. Little Caesars is probably like the bottom, but Hungry Howie's stuffed crust ain't bad. If you didn't know they did stuffed crust, they're actually stuffed crust is pretty good. But yeah, Little Caesars bottom. You got the food chains of Domino's, Pizza Hut. Yeah, Papa John's is probably the best out of them. I like theirs, especially that little pepperoni they give you with the box with the pizza. That's pretty good too. So, but yeah, man, I got pizza in there. I could be eating that, and then gonna go bounce in the bouncy house. Keep your head up, Blake. Yes, the schedule good stuff, but I definitely see y'all making a bowl game. Aldi's Pizza is better than Little Caesars. Aldi's Pizza. I don't know if I've ever had Aldi's Pizza. I have to look at that one. Pizza Hut is overrated. Yep. Sneaky good pizza places are Mr. Gotti's, Chuck E. Cheese, and Mod Pizza. Yeah. Pieology's not bad. Pieology, if you've ever ate there, that's not terrible. What other? Chuck E. Cheese, I don't know. Maybe not the one I've been to. I never want to go back to that place. That place, I went to a kid's birthday party, man. There's like kids running around everywhere. I'm like a germaphobe. It's just too much stuff the kids can touch. It's like a cesspool for all kinds of diseases. This game is a blowout when we're talking about pizza. I don't know what to talk about, really. I mean, Costco pizza is food hot. Let's see. Huge pizza for $10. Sam's Club. Sam's Club has a good pizza though too. But I guess it's kind of like the Costco. I don't have a Costco around me, but Sam's Club has a pretty good pizza. Someone told me Circle K has the convenience store has a good pizza. Wife likes Sam's Club pizza, dude. It is good. It's really good, and they give you for one slice is like $2, and it's like this huge, man. And my hands are big, but it's still like that big. So, what else? I'm trying to think, man. I mean, I go hands down Hungry Howie's. I like that, and then they have Cajun crust. You can get any kind of crust with it. So that's just my favorite, but. For like a chain pizza. There's some local pizza places around me. That's actually not bad. It's hit or miss. People don't... Santino's. Santino's is not bad in my opinion. As a kid, Tostitos... yeah, they were my favorite. Boy, growing up, their standards have gone down. Same like McDonald's. So, I've noticed that. Because I had to... pizza rolls sounded good one time. Yeah, they weren't very good. And you know what else ain't as good as what it used to be? Hot Pockets. But I used to love some Hot Pockets. And Hot Pockets just went down too. I don't know. But pizza rolls used to be awesome, but not as good as what they used to be. Domino's and Papa John's are the same. No, how dare you, Muddy Waters? Papa John's is way better than Domino's. But if you get Domino's, you got to get the pan pizza. It's that crispier crust, like it's just a better bake. That one you just got to get. It's better. Let's see. Hot Pockets were good. Way too much breading. And it's worse now though. Like it's worse now, man. I grew up, man. I'm one of 8 boys. Okay, I had 7 brothers. We had to get whatever we could, and a Hot Pocket was like a delicacy. Okay, so don't hate me for that. Louisville on top of Duke, 17-0. Oh wow. Don't hate me for that, man. Maybe I need to start switching my channel from talking about Florida Gators to talk about food. Let's see. Agree on the pizza rolls, though. Yeah. I worked at Papa John's and brought in Domino's on my break, and it was the same. Really? Dang, maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to like do a blind test and pick a pizza or, do that. Maybe I'll make a video of that. Have the pizzas lined up and see which one I like the best. It's gonna be Hungry Howie's though, because I just eat it like way too much. Wacky Wednesday when it's like $7 for a pizza. You can't beat that. Like can't beat that at all. You know what? Hungry Howie's actually has a really good salad though. Like you wouldn't expect a place having a good salad is at a pizza joint, but pizza places have pretty good salad and wings for some reason. It's odd. See, I'm looking, man, there's no games that are like close. All these games are blowout today. Hey, California on top of USC 28-17. Man, if California beats USC, Caleb Williams is not playing anymore. I guarantee that. But all the games right now, none of these games are close. Notre Dame on top, Oregon 21-6, and they're on the Utah 34. Texas on top of BYU 21-3. Yeah, none of these games are close. So I can't even talk about the game. Price of pizza makes pizza taste different to me. Yeah. Looks like it might be FSU and Louisville in the ACC championship. I wouldn't mind that. And Louisville's not bad. As long as they play, like, consistent football. Yeah, because North Carolina, they kind of shot themselves in the foot. They're done. Especially last week's game. What did they lose to? Virginia or Virginia Tech? No. Let's see. Well, I will say this. We talked about Little Caesars Pizza, how bad it is. I compare that to the Florida Gator defense. Like, they're the Little Caesars Pizza. Georgia's run game is Hungry Howie's. Oh, gosh. Your team sucks when we are talking about food. It is. But I'm about to go out there and give me a pizza because I'm starting to get hungry. I only ate like a couple before because I was like so amped up for the game. I was like, oh man, I wasn't. Some people eat like a lot before. Like me, I'm just like, I was too anxious. I'm like, all right, I'm ready. It's like, I was like, I got my water. I got some Dr. Peppers, so it keeps my energy up a little bit. So I was like, man, I was too anxious till I couldn't eat. I was excited. Yeah, now I'm hungry because I'm not excited anymore. Yeah, that's how it goes, I guess. Goshly. Papa John's flatbread pizza. Interesting. I've never had their flatbread pizza. That could be a game changer. Hope my Jags play better than this tomorrow. They will. Okay, Jags. Listen, of all the teams I can root for, at least Jacksonville has not let me down much this year. They got 2 losses, but one's to the Chiefs and the other, they lose to Houston. That was kind of a letdown, but divisional foes. So, hey, it's 26-7. Florida's got to steal possession. What do y'all think? Onside kick? Surprise onside kick? Why not? What else do you got to lose? I'm convinced Kirby watched The Last Dance. I can see that. I can see that. He's like, gave it for motivation. Oh. And it looks like Oregon just scored again. They're up 28-6. Yeah, none of these games. Wow, that's crazy, man. I'm convinced Kirby watched The Last Dance, copied the Utah Jazz, and food poisoned a pizza and sent it to the Gators. That's why we're talking about pizza, Muddy Waters. Probably why we're talking about pizza. That's what happened. Oh, my goodness. What are they doing? They're kicking field goals through a... I don't even know. I think that is the mentality Bill Napier has. Got to throw the kitchen sink at them. Well, it's so Miami actually has come back against Virginia. Oh yeah, Clemson lost again, 4-4. Dabo on the hot seat. Ooh, oh, that would not be good. Did they? I did not see that one. Wow. I don't think he'd be on the hot seat. Yeah, Miami 17-13 against Virginia. Ooh, yeah, Clemson lost to NC State. First off, I don't know what they ever saw in Cade Klubnik. I saw him last year. I was like, I don't see what they're going to try to do, set the NCAA on fire or college football. That dude wasn't very good to me. And he's shown it this year. I was like, I just wasn't a believer in him. I was just, it's like he's a little bit athletic and he's got a good arm, but a lot of other stuff just didn't add up to a great quarterback. And it's showing that, was it, 2 interceptions today? So, I mean, and the decision making last week, he pulled the ball when he was supposed to give it to his running back, and that didn't go over very well. So, how's my boy doing over at Miami? Who's the quarterback? Hold on. Oh, Van Dyke's back in. Okay. I was checking on my boy, Emory Williams, see what he's doing. I watched him play when he was 11, since he was 11. True freshman had a good win against Clemson last week. So, see, this weekend's slate of games is just terrible, including my Gamecocks. Yeah, I watched that Texas A&M game. It was not very good. Not very good at all. How do you lose to NC State with 55 stars on your roster? Yeah, it just makes no sense. Lincoln Riley accused Utah of cheating, sign stealing. Guess Cal is doing it too. Yeah, Cal's beat him. It was pretty bad. Let me see how much it is now. Oh, dude, it's amazing. Yeah. Let's see. What's the score? Yeah, it's still 28-17. Let's see. Second quarter, USC has the ball. They got a first down. Cal stealing signs too. Gosh, dog almighty. That's crazy. That's crazy. I need to start doing some juggling acts during halftime to give a. I can't juggle for crap, so give y'all a little halftime something. I give another commercial. Well, actually, oh thank God, start of the third quarter is beginning. I don't have anything that I can do. I should have just jumped in the bouncy house. All right, so we're going to start the third quarter. By the way, I'm going to plug in my commercial. I have an eBay store, Sports with Blake. Check it out. Sports memorabilia. I have Florida Gator memorabilia. Got Georgia. Got a lot of college football memorabilia. So if you're interested in that, you can always check it out. Send me offers. I'm cool with it. I can work with anybody, so I like doing it. Having an eBay store is pretty fun to me. All right, so here we go. Trey Smack going to try to smack it. Let's see if they try to get gutsy and go for an onside kick. Georgia, maybe thinking they may try that because they got the guys kind of in close. Let's see. Going to find out anyways. Man, my clips right now, because I like to do clips. It's the only good clip. I'm going to have to put Georgia stuff so I have some kind of content. But it's the Eugene Wilson touchdown. After that, I have nothing else that I could think of. All right. Trey Smack smacks it. And the second half is underway. Georgia will get the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson on the call. Brad Nessler, a legend. Always love hearing these guys, but with Florida, Georgia, I had to go live myself. Have some fun on it. But, whew. Well, I thought I was going to have some fun. It's kind of been more of nerve-wracking, a headache. Here we go, Carson Beck. Shotgun formation. See, I like this sky view. Give me this view. Dejon Edwards at the right hip of Beck. Sends McConkey in motion. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Edwards, and he's going to be brought down for a gain of about 2 on the play. So 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs. Dejon Edwards thrives versus the Gators. 4 rushing touchdowns in 2 games versus Florida. Georgia pass rush gets going. Season high 4 sacks already against Florida. Gator miscue since opening drive touchdown. Turnover on downs, and y'all know the rest. Man in motion, 2nd down and 9. And Beck looking over the middle. Wide open McConkey. 1st down for the Bulldogs. Beck sat down nicely. Not much pressure. Gets it easy pitch and catch to his main man today, Ladd McConkey. And Beck goes up the middle. I guess it was actually 3rd and short. They marked him short. But Beck just does an easy quarterback sneak and gets about 3 or 4. And Beck just comes up smiling. Says, y'all, that's really the best y'all got? So 1st down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Even the teleprompter had 1st and 10 and had the marker down. It's been a little weird with some of these 1st downs. So man in motion for the Bulldogs. Dejon Edwards at the right hip. Sends his man back to the left. There's the snap. Hands it off to Edwards. Makes a cut on the left side. Gain of about a yard. So the Florida Gator run game stepping up a little bit. But the pass game is still the same if you're going to let guys go wide open down the field. Let's see what the Bulldogs do right here on 2nd down. Shotgun formation. Twins to the bottom. Looks like McConkey up to the top. Delp in motion. There's the snap. Beck looking. Got time. Over the middle. Wide open. Easy 1st down to his man. Love it. And again, a 2nd and 9. Georgia completes an easy 1st down pass. Beck back there doing whatever he wants. Now in Gator territory. And it looks like Edwards gets about a gain of 4 on 1st down. So a better run play for the Bulldogs. Yeah, with Beck, he's just so comfortable. You kind of look like with South Carolina with Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler was sitting back there for days, and if you give a good quarterback all the time in the world, he's going to make you pay. Beck has made Florida pay whenever they just let him sit back there. And here we go, 2nd down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Milton back in at running back for the Bulldogs. And there's the snap, and they hand it off to Milton. Lowers his shoulder, gain of about 3, so it's going to bring up 3rd and manageable for the Georgia Bulldogs. A big 3rd down for the Gator defense. We need at least 2 touchdowns with no points for Georgia. We wait for to catch the ball. And it looks like the ball was deflected. Georgia went to the line rather quickly. It flipped to the Georgia rushed real quick. And actually, Jason Marshall, can you believe it, made a play on a ball, but it was at the line of scrimmage. You just can't do it downfield. And Georgia has a 4th down, and Florida defense gets a stop. Yeah, I think Jason Marshall's just playing the wrong position. I think he needs to play at the line of scrimmage. And there's the kick, trying to pin the Gators deep. And Pearsall catches it at the 6. That's where the Florida Gator offense will have it 1st and 10 on their own 6-yard line, so deep in their own territory. All right. Yeah, I looked over. At the thing, and they already ran the play. I was like, oh, crap. I guess they were trying to get the Florida Gator defense slacking. So the defense is really lacking speed and physicality. Yep. Well, I'm off. Good luck. All right, Muddy Waters. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. We need at least 2 touchdowns and no points. We wait for the to catch the ball. They do. See, if we score, we would be down 9. Yeah, I just haven't really seen much after the first drive that the Florida Gators give me hope that they can score. Georgia defense has 4 sacks in this game. Remember, they're like in the hundreds in sacks, 1.7 sacks per game. So, man, this is crazy, man. Virginia back up on Miami. Wow. That's crazy. Well, let's see. We got to stay positive. I used to pray for times like this. We got to stay praying. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Let's see what Florida can do right here, man. Maybe they'll shock me. Maybe. Just maybe they can get. If they score right here, it will put pressure on Georgia. Because I feel like Georgia's kind of slacked after they got a 3-score lead. You know, UF has 3 sacks, just no turnovers. If we can score, it's still a game. It is. Yeah. Those 2 and 5 teams are sneaky. Arkansas is just a sneaky team in general, though, for some reason. I like the way they play. They've had horrible offensive scheme, like just horrible offense. But firing their offensive coordinator might help. But I feel like what's really getting Mertz is the delayed blitzes. The edge rushers have really hurt. I mean, look at that. Holding, and he still gets back there. But Florida's offensive line is absolutely horrible. All right, let's see what they can do. Pistol set for the Gators. Montrell Johnson in at running back. Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Mertz play action. And he's going to toss it to Boardingham. And he's going to get a first down. So a great drive starter for the Gator offense. I don't know why. I think that Mertz play action is one of the ones I just don't think it fakes anybody else. It just doesn't. Pistol set. There's the snap. Hands it off to Johnson. Right side. Not a lot of running room. Gain of 1 on the play. Let's see here. Yeah, just Georgia defense has been stout since that first drive. Second down and 9. Crowd getting loud. Ball at the 21-yard line. Eugene Wilson in motion. They give it to Wilson. And my goodness, there was already 3 Georgia Bulldogs in the backfield. Wilson had no shot. Georgia was all over that play. They knew when Eugene Wilson goes in motion, teams are figuring out that he's going to get the ball one way or another, and they're just going to come up and going to make him pay the price. And Eugene Wilson got hit by all 3 defenders. Plays for negative yards, 8 for Florida. Third down and 11, not where the Gator offense wants to be. Ball at the 19-yard line. Mertz looking, making checks at the line. Trips to the top. There's the snap. Mertz looking. He's got time. Over the middle and incomplete. Tight coverage on Pearsall. And not really a throw that you expect to be completed. I mean, tight coverage, safety over the top. Really, I don't know where he was trying to fit that in. That ball wasn't getting completed. This is where games where you want a quarterback that can win you a game. It's just this is not the quarterback. But everybody told me he was, but he was not. And it looks like a fair catch. Is it an Iowa fair catch? Oh, is that too soon? Kirby is stalling. I see Georgia's so bad. Why can't our DBs do that? Yeah. Never. I said it. Mertz holds the ball too long also. Never say never. Let's be real. Game's over. Just don't let Georgia beat you twice. Beat Arkansas next week. That's all it is. Florida's biggest game of the year is going to be Arkansas now. Because that's the way to get bowl eligible. If you don't want to have an unsuccessful season, just think the lucky stars that Florida came back on South Carolina 2 weeks ago. Is it real or an illusion? Looks like Georgia players are faster. No, they're better. They're faster. They're more confident. I just feel like Georgia in their games, they're just bored. Like, they still got the players. I think they just get bored. I really do. Like, they're back-to-back national champions, and they're like, well, we beat this team. We are okay, buddy. Relax. Are you a Georgia fan? See, 23-0 Louisville. Dang, over Duke. Yeah, I mean, Florida Gator offense got a first down that last drive, so that was good. I just, in a game like this, you need a quarterback that is on a different level. Game manager quarterbacks won't win you games like this. Unless your team around you is just that good. But Florida's not that good. Riley out for Duke. That makes sense. Yeah, that's right. He hurt his ankle against Florida State the other week. Fire Rob Sale. Fire the Sale. Man, but we do need a right tackle, right offensive tackle. 76 ain't it. Nah, he's not. Austin Barber ain't it. Really, that's why I give Florida 2 years. It doesn't, man, having an offensive line, it takes time to build that. And this makeshift one is not good. I mean, Mazuka is good. Kingsley, yeah. But really, I mean, all the other ones, it is what it is. But that's why when you have offensive linemen, 2 starters leave, transfer last year. Here's the snap. Beck. Oh, they're going for the jugular. Beck over the middle. Wide open. Love it. Down the sideline. Nobody can get him, and he finally goes out of bounds. I mean, this secondary, again, soft. No coverage. How many times are I going to say it? The Florida Gators secondary can be torched because they're terrible. Is that Miguel Mitchell? I mean, my God. Miguel Mitchell just, it looked like he was trying to pray on his knees. He got juked so bad. Already in the red zone after one play, Carson Beck, if you, again, want to be on the Heisman list, just play the Florida Gators. Single back set, man in motion. There's the snap. Beck gives it to his man out of the backfield. That's going to be Milton. Gain of 1 on the play. If you want to be a Heisman contender, play the Florida Gators. The Florida Gators have made 2 guys. That's impressive. You made 2 guys look like Heisman contenders. Dejon Edwards, who has 2 touchdowns. And then you got Carson Beck looking like the second coming of Joe Montana out here. I mean, my goodness. Shotgun formation, twins to the top, single receiver to the bottom. They hand it off to Dejon Edwards, who makes a cut across the 15 down at about the 13. 3rd down for the Georgia Bulldog offense. Leonard is the best O lineman. Oh, okay. Billy Napier does not stick to what's working. He wants to try other stuff. It works too good. You got to change it. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Trips to the top. Single receiver down to the bottom. Dejon Edwards in the backfield. Beck, there's the snap. Looking. Tosses it. End zone. And it's going to be incomplete. His intended target, Ra Thomas. Jason Marshall actually looks back, makes a play. Well, it was actually a bad ball. Jason Marshall in coverage. How about that? And Georgia coming out to kick a chip shot field goal, 32-yard. Yeah. And the kick is up, and it is good. Georgia leads 29, Florida 7. So a 3-touchdown lead for the Bulldogs. And Mertz and the Florida Gators cannot have no more my bads. No more, well, maybe next time. They have to get going now. They are a 3-touchdown deficit to the #1 team in the country. And Georgia is not letting up on offense. Let's see. Teams always find a way to go match their wide receivers on our safeties. Good job, D. All right, 29-7. Let's get a touchdown, Florida. Yeah. Yeah, after that first drive, Georgia took Eugene Wilson out the game. In which I thought they were. And then I thought, well, Pearsall is going to have to be the guy to step up. They didn't do it the first drive, but after that, Eugene Wilson has been a non-factor. They have taken him out. Whenever he has went in motion, they have made sure more than one person has went his way, and they have shut him down. Sometimes, Florida, you have to utilize that to your advantage. You put Eugene Wilson in motion, act like you're going to give it to him, or fake a screen or something to him. Have a streaking wide receiver. Maybe you can get one-on-one coverage. You're going to have to try something to get the ball downfield. You can't do any more short stuff anymore. You're going to have to get chunk plays. You got to keep what you were doing in the first drive. Man, that worked so well, and then you went away from it. You got cute. You tried to do all these fancy double reverses and 4th and inches. You're going to try to do a pass with a non-quarterback. You know, it's just dumb stuff. Get back to what you do best, okay? Short, intermediate routes. Maybe they'll open up for the pass game, for the long game. Why are they showing a 31-0? Oh, my gosh. Notre Dame, my goodness. Anyways. You're going to have to, you got to get some chunk plays, though. You can't keep getting 1-yard runs and consistently doing that and then drain the clock down. Georgia, you know, is going to move the ball, so you're going to have to keep up. You're going to have to score. Problem is, I just don't think Mertz can push the ball downfield. I am exhausted watching this defense. No heart. No. I bet if we had Mullen at offense coordinator, our offense would be way better than what it is now. Yes. I will say that, even though I dislike Mullen for what he did. But Mullen did pick Florida to beat Georgia today. Terry Jackson was awesome. And Khalil Jackson. Runs in the family. I don't think Khalil Jackson, I think he's just been running routes out there. Well, I mean, Mertz hadn't even tried to give him the ball. All right, shotgun formation. ETN in the backfield. Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Blitz coming from Georgia. And they knock it down from Mertz. Lucky. That was just a knockdown. I thought he was going to get back there for a sack. But Mertz, you could tell he is frustrated. Only 132 yards total offense for the Florida Gators. All right, pistol set, twins down to the bottom for the Gators. Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to ETN. Got some room. And he's going to dart through for a nice gain on second down. Gain of 15 yards. Man, it's nice putting ETN back in the game. I just figured they were just going to run with Montrell Johnson the entire time. Well, now you got ETN in. There we go. Pistol set. There's the snap. ETN. It's going to be a flea flicker. Mertz throwing. Pearsall open. And he's going to be brought down now in Georgia territory. When you do a flea flicker, I guess it's more of just an out route. I was expecting a bigger chunk play. Oh, Wilson maybe, but they took the for sure Pearsall. Plus, Mertz can't throw that ball downfield. I wouldn't trust that either. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Now the Florida Gators on the 32-yard line of Georgia. Frazier's in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Pressure. And he's got Wilson on a slant route. Gain of about 7 on the play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 3. Mertz took a shot at the end of that throw. Georgia's making sure he's well known that they're here. Let's see if that does not rattle Mertz. Pistol set. ETN still in the backfield. Boardingham in motion. And, oh, no. Looks like we're going to have a false start. Hayden Hansen moved forward. And it's going to push the Gators back 5 yards. This is where you start seeing Florida can move the ball well, and then you have this. Georgia defensive line really caused that 5-yard penalty. Mertz clapped. Georgia shifted their line. 5-yard penalty. That's the things Georgia experience. They know they can trick you into things like that. Here we go. Mertz, 2nd and 8. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to ETN. Trying to go and get some extra yards, but cannot do it. Brought down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 8 for the Gator offense. Tried to bounce it out, but again, man, Georgia, they got speed on the edges. They can hawk you down, and they did it to ETN right there. Tried to bounce it out. Really lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Got to get something. I'm not saying go for a first, even if there's something short, 4th down, just 4-down territory. Shotgun formation, Pearsall in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Going to give it to his man. Oh, my goodness! Eugene Wilson hangs on. How? I'm not sure. But Mertz almost got Eugene Wilson killed on this play. Wilson catches. My goodness, he held on to it. But he got jacked up on that. You don't get to see great hits in college football. But my goodness, a perfect tackle by Georgia's Bullard. Wow. 4th and 3 for the Gators. Oh my goodness. How did Eugene Wilson hold on to that ball? It's mind-boggling. Wow. I mean, both. You got Eugene Wilson hangs on to the ball, but the safety just come up and almost just decapitates Eugene Wilson. Holy cow. Let's go, baby. Touchdown, Florida. Where's the touchdown? What? I wish I had Orlando and blue glasses like so you guys. I don't have that. Let's see. Got to score. Need to make it 29-14. Hold them and score again. Yep. Let's go. Where's the touchdown? I don't.
I think somebody's messing with me. Mertz holds the ball too dang long. That explains it. Mullen picked us. Yeah, that's true. I'm him. How is your TV faster than ours? Yeah, I mean, I'm watching on YouTube TV, and I feel like YouTube TV, this stuff's actually going pretty quick today for some reason. I don't know. It's still a game, y'all, if we score. Yes. Yes. Really, they don't need to score on this play. They just need to get the first down. Let's see. Oregon, oh my goodness. Oregon on top of Utah, 35-6, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. So it looks like Georgia's, I believe that was Smith. I don't know what happened. Oh, it was on the previous play, I guess. Huh. That was the second down play. I guess it took him a play. Something happened. All right, 4th and 3 for the Gators. Yeah, he just went on a knee. That was weird. All right. Crowd getting loud. You can see the video camera shaking. It's a big 4th down right here. If there was ever any chance that you thought you had a chance to stay in this game, this is it. 4th and 3. Boarding him in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. Going to toss it out to ETN and the check down merchant Mertz. Whoa, check down Mertz, baby. Don't even throw it past the sticks. This ain't South Carolina, dummy. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. I mean, seriously. Check down Mertz. Checks it down. There's 2 guys waiting for ETN. Not a chance. Mertz, being the check down game manager he is from Wisconsin, can't get you a win when it matters. My goodness. It hurts to see Mertz. I'm sorry. Everybody made fun of me about making fun of that. Oh, he completes so many percent. It's awesome when he completes it. Completion percentage looks great. But you don't even get a first down. Great. Hey, Mertz, good job, buddy. Good job. You got that completion percentage up, though. Yeah, man. Check down Mertz. There's Lovett. And nice open field tackle by Marshall. Actually making competent plays right now is Jason Marshall. Can you believe that? I can't believe I'm actually saying that. Oh, nobody blocked him. That's why. Yeah, somebody said, here comes a great play from Napier. Shaking my head already. Tamar Brooks, you were dead on, dude. Dead on. Billy called 2 good plays. Then he calls that. There's a snap. Beck looking for his man. And it's going to be knocked down. I believe that is Jason Marshall. I'm telling you, he's playing the wrong position. He needs to play at the line of scrimmage. That's the only time he can make plays. He does not need a cover. He doesn't need to cover anybody. He needs to play the star position or a safety position. He does not need to play corner. I think maybe Florida's figuring that out. Trips up to the top for Georgia. There's the snap. Beck looking. He's going to throw it over the middle. He's got McConkey open. Look at this secondary for Florida. They're running around like chickens with their heads cut off. Finally, McConkey taken down in Florida Gator territory. Carson Beck looking like a Heisman candidate right now. Florida Gator secondary looks absolutely pathetic. I don't know what he's doing on the ground. You got Kimber. He gets mixed up. He gets almost tripped up by his own man. McConkey says, watch this. Whoop! He makes a defender miss.
Oh, my goodness. It was a 3rd and 11. The Gator defense had a shot to get off the field. Now Georgia's threatening to put more points on the scoreboard. Edwards makes a cut, dices and slices through the Gator defense. I mean, now you can see the wind has been knocked out of the Gator defense. They are so slow and soft. Yeah. 2nd down and 2 for the Bulldogs. After the first drive, it's been just absolutely pathetic. Now in the red zone, Beck scanning the defense. They could do a lot right here. They're just going to hand it off to Edwards. And actually, a rare tackle for loss from the Gators. Can you believe that, ladies and gentlemen? And it looks like Shamar James is down on the field. You know, I heard he hurt his ankle in pregame, but this is actually his knee that he's looking at. Not a good sight. What's up, Tyler Smith? Let's go, Marshall. Marshall made 4 plays in a row. I know. Can you believe that? I was like a shock. But I'm telling you, man, Marshall needs to play at the line of scrimmage. I think he's playing the wrong position. He don't need to play corner. I think he needs to move to safety or something. I think he does a better job of that. I don't think leaving him on an island is the right move for him. Let's see. Watch this game makes me realize how huge signing this current defensive recruiting class is. It is. I try to tell you Billy is garbage, but every single victory against a weak team, Gator Nation gets full of pumped sunshine again. Teams can beat us just by throwing at our secondary alone. I said that, Sean Byram. I said that at the beginning of the year. People said, no, Austin Armstrong deserves a lifetime contract because he got this defense looking so good. I laughed because I knew that was not true. I knew. Everybody looks at just a little small sample size. Nah, I saw what it was. Florida Gator defense is just not good. The defensive line I was hoping would be a lot better. I wished, maybe it was, okay, so he hurt his knee in pregame. I thought it was his ankle. Let's see, Aaron Gates? Would we see Aaron Gates? I don't know who, maybe, Taraja Mitchell probably. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 4. Shotgun formation. Twins to the bottom for the Bulldogs. In the red zone. There's the snap. Beck looking. Going to toss to his man. Wide open. Touchdown Bulldogs. Wow. Carson Beck with a dime. Wow. Receiver beat his corner right off the start. Had great separation and a great touchdown, and you could put a fork in this game. Beck just iced it. He just said, game Bulldogs. And they rang the bell. Touchdown bell. Oh. Again, if you want to win the Heisman, just play the Florida Gator defense. Or you want a shot at it. Here's the PAT. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And just out of striking distance, the Florida Gators are only down 4 scores. Georgia leads 36, Florida 7. Yeah, game blouses. Yeah, you got. I really like Kimber out of any of the secondary. I thought Kimber was, and he's a former Georgia Bulldog. You would think he'd play better. He got beat right off the block, dude. I saw it as soon as. I mean, it was separate. It was about 4 yards separation. It was an easy touchdown. Safety was never going to get there in time. So, great touchdown pass by Beck. Georgia has came in, capitalized on Florida's mistakes, on Billy Napier's dumb mistakes. You know what the bad thing is, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know if anybody's really thought about this. Florida's had 2 weeks to prepare, and this is the product they put on the field. That's where you need to really think about, like, why you are looking this pathetic when you had 2 weeks to prepare. You only have 1 touchdown. That was after the first drive. We all know, or if you know football, your first 10 plays are scripted. After that, you get the feel of the game. You see what your team is, you see what the other team's doing. You see how your team's, looking, what's going good, what's going well. Why would you run trick plays when you don't need to trick the other team? They're untrickable, okay? If that makes any sense. You got a team that's back-to-back national champions. They're experienced. They've seen it, okay? And you're over there trying to trick them with trick plays when you don't even need to. This is the kind of dumb stuff that Billy Napier and this coaching staff does, and we're going to have to live with it for years. You can bring in the #1 recruiting class. When you do dumb stuff like that, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna be effective. But Carson Beck just lighten up the Gator defense. And I guarantee you, watch this, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see the Florida Gator offense actually move the ball, or they should, because usually Mertz plays a lot better when he's down. His QBR is probably a 13 right now. Shotgun formation, Eugene Wilson in motion. There's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Montrell Johnson, who gets about 4 on the play. Second down. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. We're going to see never back down. And I won't back down. These Gators already did that. They gave up in the second quarter. They don't have any fight in this game today. They are absolutely terrible. Hey, baby, I never want to see this again. Hey, Gators, can we wrap this up? Please stop this crap. Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah. Yeah, but it was won't back, but it's my version, Ben. Let's back down. We've already been to town. We look like a bunch of clowns. Facts, Blake. Mertz is such a fraud. He played well against terrible SC defense, checking it down behind the line of scrimmage on 4th and 11. Rob, that's why I talked about it. Everybody was like, oh, so pumped about Mertz. I was like, dude checked it down against 4th and 11 on a bad team. His offensive player had to make a play against a bad defense. That's not going to work against good teams. Nobody listened to me. You can't do that against good teams. Mertz over there checking it down on 4th and 3 in the flats, and Georgia Bulldogs are already right there. They got the speed. They're better defensively. They got a better defensive coach than, by God, more than South Carolina. You can't do that crap. You can get away with it against South Carolina, Vanderbilt. You can get away with it. But Mertz, but everybody wants Mertz to come back. I hope Mertz just goes to the NFL draft and thinks he's going to get drafted. But, Napier went and got Mertz. Remember, Napier's track record has not been good with quarterbacks. Let's be honest. Okay? Anthony Richardson, you saw how good he was before he went down with the injury with the Colts. I was like, man, where'd that Richardson come from? Okay? And then he went and got out. What was it? Oh, goodness. Guy from Ohio State, Jack Miller. Anybody ever see him again? Remember, Mertz, or that was going to be his other guy. He was terrible. He was awful. And then you come and get Mertz, who's going to win you games, that games you're supposed to win. He's not going to win you games you're not supposed to win. He's not going to win you Georgia. He's not going to win you LSU. He's not going to win you Florida State. And Missouri, good luck with that. Florida flat out needs an offensive coordinator. 100% Tamar Brooks. Big calling for that. And I said it when Billy Napier got hired when I found out he was going to be calling offensive plays. I said I don't like it. Never liked it. Teams that the head coach calls their own plays on offense does not work out. Look at it. Tennessee, Ole Miss. Those teams do it, okay? Dabo Swinney, I thought, used to do it, but I don't think he does. I think it's Lincoln Riley's brother, Garrett Riley, does it over there. But, I mean, there's teams who do it that's not successful. But look at the teams that don't. Look at the teams that don't. Georgia doesn't. Alabama doesn't. And look how successful they have been over their careers. You know, you can see that there's teams, they don't want to call the offensive play because they got so much to do with everything else. And look how bad Florida has looked throughout the year. Defensively, they look pathetic. Special teams has been god-awful. You know, they can't even get the right number of people on the field. Nonetheless, different jersey numbers. Okay, so yeah, this is why I don't like head coaches calling plays on one side of the ball. Never have. There's a snap. Montreal Johnson cuts through the middle of the defense. He's gone. No, he's going to be tracked down on the Florida side. But a big game. Hey, flex while you're down 4 scores. Oh, my goodness. Georgia's backups are in the game, and Montreal Johnson flexing on them. Knocked out of bounds. Now in Georgia territory at the 26-yard line. Pearsall in motion. Here we go with the Eugene Wilson. He's going to breaks a tackle. Number 52 trying to get him down. But Eugene Wilson, after all that, gain of 3. Here we go with the trick plays again. Man, they work, don't they? No. I mean, Montreal Johnson with a great run, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, really, all this is just garbage time. All this is just mute. Florida, Georgia is up 36-7. This is all just kind of window washing. You know, Florida's going to try to get one in. I think they will. I told you, Mertz plays well when he's down, when the game's out of reach. So, shotgun formation, twins to the top, Khalil Jackson to the bottom. Mertz go look to the backfield to Johnson. He gets it down the sideline. And Mertz, like always, just throws it behind the line of scrimmage so his players can do all the work. And he somehow tries to get the glory. But, I mean, you might as well just put another quarterback in. Maybe he'll be able to do something a little better. 1st and goal for the Gators. How many other people out there are sold on Mertz as your quarterback? I mean, really. I haven't been sold not one time, even after that 400-yard game against a horrible defense. Pistol set for the Gators. Montreal Johnson in the backfield. There's the snap, hands it off, or tosses it. Montreal Johnson, who gets laid out at the line of scrimmage. I think you're going to have to give him a breather, coach. Maybe bring in Trevor Etienne. 2nd and goal. I like keep Montreal Johnson in. Figure they give him a break after those 2 big runs. All right, pistol set. Pearsall in motion. Khalil Jackson to the bottom. There's the snap. Mertz gonna fake it. Tosses it to Hayden Hansen. And a touchdown. Wow. There we go. Yeah, celebrate. Act like you done something, Florida. Georgia just pretty much gave y'all that. Mertz clapping his guy's hand like he actually done something all game other than be absolutely pathetic. His numbers are going to look great, like always. Going to go to 5-3, freaking losers. Mertz isn't terrible. He is not the guy behind this O-line. Mertz is terrible. They're just a bad offensive line. Mertz ain't terrible. He's just He's just not a quarterback that's going to get you to the promised land. And there's Mertz, 2-point conversion, no good. He threw it right to the back of the head of his offensive line. He's complaining. That must be the Wisconsin coming out of him. Freaking cheesehead. Idiot. No, I've never been sold on Mertz. Won't be sold on Mertz. He is a check down merchant. He is a pathetic quarterback. He is a quarterback that is he's like Alex Smith of the NFL. Just a guy that'll get you some wins, but never really win you much. Won't win you a championship. Mertz would be great in the Sun Belt. Probably. He'll be all right there. I've never been sold on Mertz. I've been saying it from day one. Because you need a quarterback that'll get you over the hump. He's not a guy that'll do that. I think the guy that Florida got coming in will. I just hope he doesn't leave. I think Lagway can. That dude's over there. How he throws the ball, how he looks, man. I think he's special. I think he's going to be really good. The more and more I watch him, more and more I like him. Mertz could be the next Dak Prescott. Yeah, well, Dak throws a lot of interceptions too, so I guess. No, Mertz cannot be the next Dak Prescott. Mertz, let me see what Mertz could be. You know, he's a poor man's Kyle Trask. You know, Mertz actually kind of reminds me of more, other than the offense, just because he checks it down. He really can't push the ball downfield. Mertz reminds me of Austin Appleby. Mertz is the answer. Well, I'm looking at the answer right now. It's 36-13. I'm seeing a quarterback that's fumbled twice, checks it down on third downs or on fourth downs, about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, I'm upset, but I mean, it's the same song and dance. You know, there's 3 losses because you got a quarterback that can't get it done. Utah is because Mertz did not play well. Kentucky, he did not play well. Yes, the offensive line is bad. You need a better offensive line, but Mertz holds the ball way too long. You know, whenever you need a fourth down, get it past the line of scrimmage. He got lucky during South Carolina. Florida won that game by sheer, not only luck, but absolutely individual talent, the individual effort by Arliss Boardingham, Eugene Wilson, Pearsall. These guys were absolutely making unbelievable plays on fourth down. And, you know, whenever I saw a check down on 4th and 11, I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like, you could do that against South Carolina. You're not doing that on Georgia. And it is shown today. You know, I mean, he checks it down, and there's 2 guys there. It's like, yeah, you're not going to get away with it against Georgia. So, yeah. Dak loads up on stats after the game is out of reach. Oh, that's what you were leading to. Okay, I didn't. Okay. You know who actually did that? Because I'm a Jacksonville fan. Blake Bortles. I always called him the garbage time king. Blake Bortles would do that for Jacksonville. Like, he had one year where he had like 36 touchdowns and like 8 interceptions. And I was like, wow. I was like, his stats look great, but he is not. And there's Georgia. There's Milton. He gets a first down on the right side. A nice first down run. Okay, I'm out. You're blaming a quarterback. Nothing he did. Seriously, sacks on O-line. Well, I mean, let's see. Just get you to Lagway. Blake, you're upset. Mertz not the problem. He wasn't brought in to be a championship quarterback. Just get you to Lagway, and Lagway ain't going anywhere. Stop talking about it because you're mad. I mean, I am mad, but I'm mad because I've been right the entire year, and everyone thinks Mertz is this special quarterback. He is nothing special about him. And I'm tired of hearing Heismertz. Stop it. You look stupid when you say that. It's just annoyed me that people actually think Mertz is above other quarterbacks when he's not. That's what gets me is people try to put him on this pedestal. It's like, well, now he's getting knocked down that pedestal. So, okay, I'm out. You're blaming a quarterback. Nothing he did. I am mad too. Mertz ain't special. He's not. And that's what I get. Like, William, I'm not trying to make it personal or nothing. I'm not trying to do that. But I'm getting irritated by other people who are trying to make him like what he ain't. There's Milton right side, and he's going to elude one tackler, gets a first down on 2nd and 8. And now let me get this straight. Let me get this right. The defense is bad. You're not winning much with a defense of like a secondary is as bad as Florida. Now, what a quarterback can help out a defense with is sustaining drives and keeping the defense off the field, giving them a break. But Florida, just Florida's offense really hasn't been able to push the ball or move the ball very well and keep sustained drives. And you're keeping a defense that's already bad. You're keeping them on the field for longer. A good quarterback can sustain drives and keep drives going. So Mertz is not, the guy to really do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. And there's a 2-yard run. That was weird. I guess my YouTube TV is linked up to my Ring doorbell. And it linked up to my TV. That was kind of weird. See, Jalen Kimmer needs to be benched. O-line is horrible. D-line is a joke. Can't sack anyone. Mertz is not the guy, but it's all we have. I would like to see Max Brown though, and see what Florida has out of him. I agree, he's done a few good things, but our O-line sucks and defense sucks. Yeah, you're not going to really win much with a putrid offensive line. Don't get me wrong. And there's Oscar Delp, lowers the shoulder, gets a first down. Surprise! That's the one person I'm surprised I haven't heard a lot from was Oscar Delp. Delp Brock 2.0. I liked Oscar Delp out of high school. When Georgia got him, I was like, my God, they got Brock Bowers, who is a true freshman, and now Oscar Delp's going to be right behind him. I was like, why would he go there? That's only his second catch, and that one catch was nice, though. Let's see. Mertz is not as bad as people think, and maybe I'm just a prisoner of the moment. I've just noticed that Mertz just not, he doesn't impress me with his arm talent. He can't push the ball downfield. There's Beck, gets it to his man over the middle, and it's caught for an easy first down. Kimber in on the coverage. Yeah, Kimber's just not been very good today. Why would you not try Max Brown? He is a better runner, and our quarterback needs to run. With a bad offensive line, yeah. I would have liked to see I would have liked to see Max Brown at some point throughout the season. In a game like this, when you're not winning, why not go ahead and throw him out there and see what you got? All right, just outside the red zone, shotgun formation. There's Beck. Hands it off to Dejon Edwards. Makes a cut up the middle. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Did Florida take out their starter? No, they didn't. No, all the starters are there. Jaden Robinson. Yeah, he's getting some playing time. He got locked up. Jordan Castell, true freshman. He made a tackle, so that's pretty good. I just see the talent that Florida has on the outside, like the wide receivers and stuff. But I do feel like, yes, I do blame Mertz a little more than probably I should. But Billy Napier is at fault for this game a lot too now. And there's a first down run inside the 5, brought down around the 2. Milton with a nice gain on first down. Kirby can coach. Napier sucks. Does Billy know how to use a mobile quarterback? CAR. That's true. Now one thing I should be really harping on is Billy Napier. Billy Napier has really made this game not competitive from the second quarter. I blame him. I'm going to give him how much blame should we give Billy Napier on a percentage base? It's going to be over 50%. Okay, Austin Armstrong deserves about, I would say, 20% of the blame. And there's the run. Milton gets it to the 1-yard line, just shy of the goal line. 3rd down and goal for the Bulldogs. 80%. I was leaning toward that. So 80, that's why I said 20% for Armstrong, because I feel like some of his schemes are bad, but some of the effort just, it's not, I can't say it's on him. The missed tackles and stuff, that's just, you can't really blame that on him, but there has been guys wide open. So How many balls did we throw downfield today? 2. 1, Mertz threw it for like over everybody's head, like 15 yards in double coverage. I don't really. Not many. There's a snap. Milton lowers the shoulder. He gets pushed in. Easy touchdown for the Bulldogs. Georgia pouring it on right now. I mean, you kind of knew they were just going to run. I mean, not really. Georgia just outpushed. Hey, there's Devin Moore. Somebody asked where Devin Moore was. He's on the field. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Milton, I think he had the touchdown already, but yeah, strength on strength, Georgia just went and just overpowered Florida. Florida was supposed to have a good defensive line to come in, and you could just see Georgia just absolutely destroying them. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. And I think some of my emotions come through because I get irritated by just getting absolutely skull dragged and absolutely just ran off the field. You know, it's just this is the third year in a row. It's just this year might be the worst. No, the Emory Jones year that was pretty bad too. I mean, 43-13, guys. This is bad. Yeah, I mean, see what happens when you have a legitimate O-line. Oh, no. Oh, 100%. You know. But it also, I will say this, though, William, and I think you would agree with me. Whenever you have things going right for you and the other coach is doing dumb stuff, the morale of your team just goes up. The morale of the team when your coach does stupid stuff goes down. So your level of intensity goes down. You're like, well, why am I out here if this coach is doing dumb stuff? You get down into a hole, 24/7. And you can see the players just kind of giving up after that. So, it's just kind of irritating. So, yet these teams are going to look even better because the other team is just wore out. The O-line's going to dominate the defensive line. They've been on the field. I don't know what the time of possession. Let me see what the time of possession is. See, that's a that's a big thing nobody looks at. Let's see box score. Let me go look at the box score. Whenever it loads up. I know it can't be good. Lad McConkey. He had like 109 yards entering this game, and he has 135. You mean it's? Let's go ahead and put a fork in the that secondary for Florida. They're absolutely awful. Let's see. Doesn't tell me time possession. Oh, here we go. Team stats. Here we go. There's a fly in here or something. Yeah, where'd you come from? Yeah, time possession. Georgia 32 minutes. Florida 21 minutes. So they've controlled the line of scrimmage. Florida with the 1 turnover. Only 264 total yards. 23 first downs for Georgia. They've just kind of just dominated Florida. Since the first drive of Florida. Florida's first drive after that, Georgia only got 3 on their drive, 7-3. And then just after that, it's been pure domination from Georgia. I'm probably going to make my video a little later. I might actually rewatch this. I usually don't. Might rewatch it so I can change my tune and change my mind on, my pure response is going to be pure. It's here we go. Mertz play action, looking. He's going to heave it deep, and it's going to be incomplete and throwing in double coverage. He just can't do it downfield, man. He just can't. No, I'm going to rewatch it every play. See if I come with a different tune. Probably will. I just want to see where it started. Really, all I gotta do is look at about the first quarter, where it started. I know where it started. Florida doing dumb stuff and doing trick plays, and the 4th and inches really is what cost it. You know, you're over there trying to do a trick play with Trevor Etienne. I just don't agree with that. And one, it wasn't going to work. I mean, I don't know why anybody thought that would work. Like, hey man, it's Georgia, #1 team in the country. They're not going to get the, oh, don't worry about it. They're going to be tricked by this. Dude, they were not tricked for a minute. They had the pass play covered and they had Etienne in the backfield. So, just shut Kingsley down. Let me see. How do we have Brandon Spikes? Hey, nobody can get hyped or fired the F up. Yeah, that's true. Today will be an example of Sunbelt just watched the post game. We are Florida and are paying a lot of money to a coach. We will make the same statements, no energy, and reflect on his victory against SC. This game is the most important game to Kirby. Billy Napier does not know the importance of to Florida fans. He probably doesn't, William, because man, it's just different. Eventually, he needs to know because this is his second year. Let's see, Billy just isn't the guy. His play calling is, and he refuses to hire an OC and just focus on recruiting. I heard he's supposed to go with the OC next year, but I could be wrong. Billy Napier sucks. I'm beginning to think that Florida might not win. That's pretty good. We still got some time. Let's see. It should have never been a 4th down. That was a first. I want to look. I want to rewatch that. Georgia just better than UF at every position. That is recruiting. Yeah. Not arguing that. All right, 5:50 left in the 4th quarter. Again, I usually make my videos right after the game. I'm going to wait. I'll probably release it later tonight, 9 o'clock or something. Rewatch the game and see. I think that's the best because I'm like, you can't see it. I'm pretty mad, but like I'm going to have to like rewatch it because, me, I do the play-by-play, so I'm ball watching a lot. And sometimes I try to look in the backfield and see what's going on. And here's the flip to Eugene Wilson, and he is trying to get there, and he is not. Georgia has shut that play down. Kirby Smart did not do it in the first drive. And after that, yeah, they shut Eugene Wilson down. And, he talked about him. And he probably laid into his defense on that. Kirby Smart's about defense. So he probably laid into his defense about Eugene Wilson. And Eugene Wilson has found nothing after the first drive. So trips up to the top, single receiver down to the bottom, 3rd down and 10 for the Gators. There's a snap. Mertz looking to Pearsall. Got something. 1st down and more. Down at the 45-yard line. Lowers his shoulder. Yep. Throwing it to Pearsall is a pretty good idea. All right. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line. And looks like we have a player down for Georgia. Let's see. No fight. Another embarrassing loss. Billy's press conference will get it fixed. Blah, blah. Every time. Blake, can you think of one position that UF is better at? Maybe kicker. Position? I'm trying to think of one that's definitively better other than kicker. Yeah, I mean, oh yeah, head coach. I mean, Georgia's got that by a mile, by 100 miles. Like even if we're talking coaching staff, it's not even close either. Florida's got a 30-year-old defensive coordinator. That shows that he's 30. Georgia hasn't been looking. They haven't looked good on this like this on offense and all year. But of course, Florida's Austin Armstrong, who deserves a lifetime contract. Like even Georgia coaching staff is way better. But I do like some of the defensive linemen for Florida, like Cam Jackson. I think he would be able to play, or if not start. But I mean, linebackers, no. Secondary, heck no. Offensively, I like the wide receivers. Georgia utilizes, they just get the most out of the receivers, like Lamb McConkey. But I mean, Georgia would love Pearsall. They would love Eugene Wilson. So I like some of the playmakers that Florida's got. But other than that, mostly everything else, I would say, other than the 19, 20 positions, yeah, Georgia's way better. And then the coaching staff, miles ahead of Florida on that. I mean, they're not number one for no reason.
Let's see. I still believe we need a new head coach. Yeah, against Georgia's third string, you've been doing pretty well. And that's this where Mertz rack up stats and have to hear fans say Mertz played good. Way better for sure. Let's see. GoFundMe to buy out. Let's see. Our wide receiver can't get separation.
I mean, I saw Eugene Wilson getting it whenever Mertz was throwing to him. I mean, on that first drive. Again, I want to look back. I mean, I want to look at the plays where receivers were open and Mertz just missed them. Here's the snap, and they're just going to hand it off to, I believe that's going to be Trayon Webb. So, third string guys getting just, let's see, separation came after the catch. Oh, yeah. I mean, you also got to think these are young guys like Eugene Wilson, but I mean, let me see. Trayon Webb, gain of a couple. Yeah, they're just going to run it out now. I'll have to go back and look and see, but Mertz is supposed to get the ball out quick, but a lot of times he didn't. He held on to the ball a little longer than what he needed to. Trayon Webb, left side, first down, now in Georgia territory. But, again, I'm going to have to rewatch it to see. Florida Gators' next schedule, Arkansas, LSU, Missouri, and Florida State. So 3 of the next 4 are all ranked teams. Holy cow. Wish I knew that. Duke didn't even score a point against Louisville. Dang it, man. Eugene Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Mertz looking. He's throwing deep. And, well, he can't get you can't really get separation when the ball's thrown out of bounds. No, I think Mertz is just throwing to a spot there. If it's not there, he just throws it. 2nd down and 10. I think that's one thing that Mertz does. It's kind of like Ohio State system for the longest time. They throw to spots. They play action. They already know where they're going with it, and they throw it to this spot. Defenders shouldn't be there. Shotgun formation for Florida. There's the snap. Mertz looking, and he's going to toss it to his man, Frazier's. Oh, makes a nice little cut. A jump step. But that was really close to being intercepted. We got a flag down. Haven't seen many flags today. Kind of hasn't made the game go freaking long, too. Always like that when a game doesn't have many flags. Holding defense. That'll be declined. All right. Eugene Wilson in motion, and they're going to toss it to Eugene Wilson on the outside, and again, nothing doing. Georgia has made it a factor to stop Eugene Wilson in this game. Let's see. Why is Frazier's not playing all year? I get they're just trying to get the young guys in. 11 receptions today for Eugene Wilson, most ever by a Florida freshman. That helps when you got a check down merchant too. And these horrible. I mean, really, I think Eugene Wilson's taking more hits than what he's needed to. All right, there's the snap. Mertz, play action. He's looking. He's going to toss it over the middle. Pearsall! And he's going to be knocked down at the 5. First and goal for the Gators. Wide open was Pearsall. Hey, listen, it may be coming where backups are in the game, but got to get your catches. Shotgun formation, Wilson in motion. There's the snap. Going to hand it off to Trayon Webb, who reaches across. No signal? I never saw anything. I think the nose broke. I could be wrong. They're just kind of showing the replay. I haven't heard anything, but it looks like a touchdown. Yeah, touchdown Gators. I think it was a late signal or something. Give it to them. Hell, we need it. Give it to them so the score doesn't look as bad as what it was. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Then Jackson's third down catch should have been a first. Oh, they're going to piece it together. I mean, if he's short, why drag it on? Seriously, it's less than a minute. Just give it. Oh, my God. We're doing this right now. We're really doing this. We really doing this? We're going to. Come on now. Blake, do you think Arkansas got a chance to beat Florida next week with Graham Mertz at quarterback? I actually think Arkansas can beat Florida, and I know people are going to think I'm crazy for saying that, but listen, Arkansas has gave Alabama fits this year. They've been in close games. Was it BYU? They were close. BYU's a decent team, but I mean, they've had chances to win games. Their record. Oh, they're gonna call them probably short, ain't they? Come on. I mean, seriously, come on now. But I actually do. I think Arkansas has a chance. I really do. I like KJ Jefferson as a quarterback. He has not played well this year, but you could blame that on their offensive coordinator, who was just fired. Believe they enter a bye week. I don't think they play this week. So 40-20 Arkansas, I don't think if they win it'll be that much. But, I mean, would I still favor Florida even after this pathetic performance? I would still favor them. I think Florida would be a 4-point favorite. But because they're at home, so they play better at home. Arkansas, I just feel like with Arkansas, they're changing the offensive coordinator. They're going to do some crazy stuff. KJ Jefferson gets some confidence, and they're going to you see the Florida Gator secondary could be torched. Call overturned. So it's going to be second down. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a little short, but man, why you doing it? Why you checking the play? Georgia is the best team we will play all year. William Fisher, yes. And it shows that they're beating the crap out of Florida right now. But I think LSU, Missouri, Florida State are all better than Florida. and it's not really close. Like, that's my opinion. I think Florida is better than Arkansas, but still do not take Arkansas lightly, even though you're at home, you know? So, but all three of those teams, not just because they're ranked. One, you got a double negative on some of those games. LSU, here we go. Mertz under center. He's going to quarterback sneak it, and he gets a touchdown, pads those stats, don't he? Oh, the stat merchant. Man, you didn't even want to give it to Webb, though. That's kind of messed up. You make Mertz look good. Let's see. Mertz is the man. Yeah. Hey, Florida does have the better kicker though. Man, don't say that, Blake, and then he misses or something. Okay, he drilled it. I was about to say, was that going to be announcer jinx? Oh man. Oh, Florida cuts into the lead, makes it a more manageable 23-point deficit. They're only down 3 scores. Angie, I literally said that. Yeah, I think you miss Angie. I think Ben wasn't really saying that you can't blame the refs. The refs were not a problem today. I felt like there was actually times where both teams should have got screwed on some stuff. I thought there was a couple runs. Heck, there was one run where there was a face mask, didn't call it. There was a late hit on Georgia at one point. I mean, both teams had some calls and missed. They kind of just let it go. But I'm not blaming any freaking refs in this game. No, this was poor coaching, bad judgment on some fourth downs. What else? I mean, horrible play calling. Defense, not much better. So, yeah. Refs changed the game. But, I mean, yeah, it may have been overturned, but it was the right call, though, unfortunately. I mean, I looked at it, and I said he was short. So, I mean, I saw it, but, I mean, it sucks. Refs didn't change that game. What could have helped was if Jackson didn't bring his knees down so quick, he kept it up like Eugene Wilson. Eugene Wilson on that touchdown, he kept his legs and knees up so he can get more yardage and got a touchdown. Khalil Jackson, his knee dropped too quick, just shy of the 35. So, I mean, but it's a game of inches. That's what football is. That's what we're all told. So, let's see. Florida has all 3 timeouts, but why call them? Let's see. Not saying they caused us to lose, but the reviews were atrocious. How long they took was bad, but let's see. No, it wasn't, Blake. That where the ball is not the knee. Okay. I think you're missing what I was saying, or maybe I didn't say it right. Where his knee dropped, where the ball was short. That's what I was saying, not where the knee is. I'm sorry. If you thought that's what I was talking about, no. Where his knee was and the ball was, he was short of the 35. Now, if you looked at the yellow marker was like right on it, but the yellow marker was before the 35. So he was a little short, but that's what I was getting at. Not where the knee was, where the knee was down and where he had the ball. If he stretched out the ball, he would have had it easy. Where was Boardingham all game long? He was in motion, man. That dude was running routes. He's running some great routes. Hey, man, head ball coach was not in the booth calling plays tonight. Hope he shows up next week or we are screwed. Yeah, until next week. Thanks, Blake. Appreciate it. Yeah. Well, Carson Beck, 300 yards. Billy Napier seriously not using any timeouts. Wow. You're down. William, you're down 3 scores. You just it's well. See, Florida, if they did that, they would be kind of doing what people were pissed off with Tennessee whenever they were trying to rush Graham Mertz and hit him after the game. So the ball was at the 35 when the knee touched. They put us at the 34-yard line. Even commentators were saying that spot was way off. I think the spot I was okay. I think I know which one you're talking or which one you're saying. The spot was horrible. Like it was short, but they put it like a yard back. They didn't put it like inches, and that might be where we're okay. I think I know what you're talking about because where he was short was like I would say like this much, but they put the ball like this far. I'm like, man, that's because that would be for this. That's a quarterback sneak, and you got it. But for this, it was like, wow, that one I was kind of I'd have to go back and look at my stream and see because I remember saying one like, why is the ball that far back? I mean, I get it being a little short, but a whole yard didn't make much sense to me. So, but again, that one play didn't screw Florida. I mean, they were getting beat by 28, 20 something all game. We still went for it though. Bad spot, but why go for it? Yeah. Let's keep it real. Our quarterback looks better than their quarterback. No, I don't. Because maybe Carson Beck looked really good because the Florida Gators secondary is that bad. So, but I mean, I bet you the QBR is going to be like 40 for Mertz, and it'll probably be about 80, 85 for Beck. QBR, the quarterback ranking, that's the one I go with. It's usually way after the game. It's probably a couple hours later. They examine all the penalties, everything the quarterback does, the sacks. Did he commit, was it his fault on sacks? Because some sacks can be on the quarterback rather than the O-line. Holding the ball too long, not getting rid of it, where you're placing the ball, making quick decisions or making good judgments. So, QBR is what I really focus on. I really like. It's the closest stat you're going to see what your quarterback looks like. So, and so there's so much that goes into it. That's what I like to look at. Gators can't lose by 3 to have to get embarrassed. Yeah. I was okay going for it, but with a better play call. Probably asking for too much. Yeah. I really hate Georgia just saying, William Fisher, me and you cannot disagree or cannot agree more because, yes, we both hate the Georgia Bulldogs. We don't like them. When does basketball start? Man, if you're, I don't know about basketball, dude. I don't know. That might not be a sport Florida's going to be really good at. I don't think this year. I don't think so. From what I've seen, I haven't really talked much about it. There's a reason. The bar is so low for Billy. All he had to do was not get blown out, and he couldn't even do that. That one is where I have a problem with. Just not get embarrassed. He embarrassed himself. He embarrassed himself from the play calls. I do not disagree with going for it on 4th and inches. But my God, I mean, you're going to go through the quarterback's legs. You're going to try to throw a pass with a running back and try to fool Georgia. You're not fooling Georgia. So those plays, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. That I have a problem with. It isn't looking good for a bowl game. All Florida has to do is beat Arkansas. They're bowl eligible. They'll be fine. Do I look for Arkansas giving them a game? I really do. I think Arkansas, even though they're a 2-win team, they fire their offensive coordinator. They're going to get a new one. Maybe that'll help KJ Jefferson. So Arkansas is a team to not be taken lightly. They gave Alabama a scare. They gave Alabama trouble. So, I mean, it's at home, so makes you feel a little better. I am wondering why we didn't play Georgia the same way Vanderbilt and South Carolina played them. Oh, is that all? Exactly. uh, liquid, liquid flames. Yeah, that's all they got. Hey, but if Florida cannot beat Arkansas, yikes. That's all I got to say. Oh, man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, the game was over 36-7. Let's be honest. I mean, the game is a lot closer when it looked 43-20, 23-point deficit. The game wasn't even that close, in my opinion. Florida's defense, man. People really need to really think about Austin Armstrong and their outlook on him from the start of the season to now. I think, when you have veteran coaches who are more experienced, who are older, who have been around the game a lot longer, understand what defenses are doing. Austin Armstrong is not adapting to that very well. He's not going, he's not scheming very well to other opposing offenses. Now, where he's not, I can't fault him, is some of the tackles that these guys that even try to do is absolutely pathetic. So he's not out there trying to make these tackles, but some of his schemes, these guys are wide open, and he's not adjusting to anything. He's running soft defenses, and no pressure, not really coming up with any complex blitzes. He did the same thing with South Carolina. While South Carolina made it close for a while, he just did not have, did not have a very good defensive game plan. He really didn't have it against South Carolina. But Austin Armstrong has got to really show why he should be an SEC defensive coordinator. To me, he hasn't shown it. So all of the SEC teams struggled against Arkansas. Because Arkansas is not a bad team. Their record looks bad. And they always play a rough schedule. So, terrible play calls by Billy. That decision on fourth down just shows he should never call plays ever again. Well, and because who is it? One calls run plays, Billy Napier calls pass plays or whatever. Well, it was a pass play, so we know good and well Billy Napier called that play. Good game for Georgia fan. Glad Bauer scored his 5 touchdowns. Isify. Yeah. I mean, gosh, why'd you have to remind me? Georgia skull dragged Florida without even Brock Bowers. Gosh dang it. Why'd you make me put that back in my head? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to take me a break. I'm going to go jump in the bouncy house that I have. Okay? I'm going to go jump in there for a little bit and then collect my thoughts, maybe have a better outlook or a different perspective from giving blame, because maybe I have been too harsh on a couple of people. But maybe I'll come back. I'll make a better video. It's not going to be long. It's going to be short, sweet. And come back and see what I say. I'm really going to watch the game, really examine it. But I'll have it out tonight, probably around 9 o'clock Central Time. So, get Mel Tucker for defense coordinator. Sam Hartman for O-line coach and offensive coordinator. How come Georgia tackles so well and we suck? We need whoever is teaching tackling from Georgia. That is true. Let's see. We make mediocre running backs look like studs. Jason Jackson. Listen, Dejon Edwards is not a bad running back. Now, I like the way he runs. Is he a top running back in the country? No, but he is a good-looking running back. I'm not going to knock him for that. Milton's not a bad one either. Let's see. There is no better outlook. We got boat race clear and simple. Mertz looked horrible. Deer in headlights. Okay, somebody else says Mertz looked horrible. I was probably really harsh on him. I'm probably his biggest critic, I just know Mertz is not a guy to win games like this, and we're going to see down the stretch the next 4 games if he's the guy, because remember, Mertz is a junior, so he'll be back next year. Florida's looking at it that maybe they could make a run next year. I'm predicting 2025, but some people think, with the team that Florida's got with Mertz, could it be? But I feel like if you're going to go another year with them with what you see, I think you're making a mistake. But see, I get that, but our guys are talented. It just seems when players put on a Florida uniform, they forget how to tackle. You are not lying, man. Not a big fan, but Mertz did not play horrible. He is just a guy you want to build your. He is just not the guy you want to build your offense around. Yeah, I mean, he's just I call him a check down merchant. I call him a game manager. He is perfect for a team that is built to win. You just don't need to turn it over. I have no problem with that. Florida's nowhere near that. And Florida's nowhere near a team that's so dominant you can use a game manager quarterback. That's the only thing. So, Beck stepped back, made a read, threw a ball. I mean, yeah, but he stepped back. He had all day. I don't know where that defensive line was. I was high on that defensive line. They have let me down. That defensive line is horrible. That whole defense is horrible. Offensive line made Mertz look bad. Maybe, and that's what I want to really go back and look at the game and watch it and examine it. The game changed after that horrible play call on 4th and inches. I think I'm going to go back and watch the game and still have the same perspective you do on that one. Let's see. Mertz, Pat, maybe throw. Can't do that against NFL caliber pass rushers. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got frustrated at times. I got mad. I had to keep my cool sometimes, but the teams that it's hard for me to keep my cool is Georgia and Florida State. Those are the two teams it's hard for me. California leading USC 36-29. Wow. So, all right, guys. Oh, let's see, that 4th down call just killed our momentum and rhythm on offense. Not only that, the trick play, remember the double reverse, puts you behind the sticks. It's just dumb. So, well, I'll go over that. I'll make a video. It'll be released tonight. I'll make it, not as long. I hate making 10-minute videos because I have to edit it sometimes. But I'm going to go jump in the bouncy house, make myself a little happy, and just lay there and stare up at the sky. All right, guys. Y'all see a video from me shortly. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go eat some pizza too. I gotta go get my Hungry Howie's pizza that's still out there. I feel you, Blake. I live in Georgia. I absolutely hate Georgia. I'm sorry, man. Oh, you got it worse than me too. But I am around a bunch of Georgia fans. So, all right, guys. I'll see y'all later tonight. Don't forget to check out that video. See if I have a more calm reaction to this game. But still go Gators, even though I'm mad.